into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune to my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. And I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
And it's going to be such a feel-good breakfast show indeed. Happy Friday to you. Welcome to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, on SABC3, Timo Supremo.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness.
Dude,
oh my goodness.
Didn't know it was a Friday. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's pretty much, you're the weekend right now.
I feel it, eh?
You're the whole weekend.
I feel it coming. Yes, I certainly do. You know what? We need to take a look at what happened this week on Expresso. So if you've been paying attention, we do a little week in review with our game, Expresso Rewind.
I think I've been far too excited this whole week. I was trying to remember. I don't even remember anything. Yeah. Cockroaches. That's all I remember. Cockroaches. Oh, man, then we're going to take a look at a bit of a weekend gig guide. Connect with DJ Roger Good and his awesome breakfast team as well. Get you prepped for the busy weekend.
Yes, and then we're also doing local entertainment news. You know what the question we're asking this morning?
What's that?
Is Casper Neovest broke, you guys?
No. Well, yeah, I mean, it depends on what your definition of broke is. Are we talking liquid assets or not? But anyway, from somebody who's possibly broke to somebody who's ballin'. Jimmy Davis is with us today to make music on your Feel Good Friday. Well, let's get the day started out by checking out all temperatures around the country.
That's right. Well, it seems warm temperatures are expected for the northeastern parts of the country with a couple of thunder showers. Along the east coast, temperatures are much cooler between Richards Bay and George. But let's get a full roundup of those temperatures. Polokwane starting off on 16, reaching a high of 28. Mbombela 17, 26. Pretoria, thunder showers expected 15 with a high of 28. Then moving to Johannesburg, 13, 26. Mahikeng 14 with a high of 33. Thunder showers expected in Cloudsdorp with a low 12 and a high of 29. Sunny conditions in Kimberley 13, 29. Bloemfontein 10, 28. Richards Bay 18 with a high of 24. Pietermaritzburg 14, 22. Durban 19 with a high of 23. Mthatha 14 reaching a high of 20. East London showers expected with a low of 16 reaching a high of 18. Cradock 9, 23. Port Elizabeth 16 with a high of 20. Moving to George, a low of 15 expected, a high of 21. Sunny conditions in Sutherland, a low of 7 with a high of 25. Cape Town 14, 24. Worcester 12 with a high of 29. And sunny conditions expected in Springbok, a low of 11, a high of 28. And Uppington, a low of 16 with a high of 33. Well, that's where we leave your weather for now. Let's take a look at your traffic. In the Western Cape in Khayelitsha, traffic it is slow moving. That's on the N2 inbound between the R300 interchange and the Borchards Quarry Road exit. And moving, please note that on the N1 outbound there will also be weekend closures between Durban Road and the Brackenfell Boulevard from 7 p.m. on Saturday until 5 a.m. on Sunday morning for roadworks. Well, that's where we leave your traffic for now. Another update coming your way in half an hour.
Efferflu C Immune Booster from Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
Well, it's time for us to head to social media this morning, looking at Zoe's gorgeous face this morning, and we're asking the question. It is Friday, fam. Time to get excited. What's been the highlight of your week? And Adelaide's going to kick us off for us this morning, saying, "Morning, it's Friday, guys. My highlight was when my dad phoned just to say that he, just to say lol, and enjoy the week and the weekend." Sibongi Singh says, "New book that talks about President Jacob Zuma." Also, let's see, Homolemo says, "I'm writing physical science today. All the best, Homolelo. We are definitely behind you." And then Vincent says, "Happy Friday and a great weekend ahead." Also, Faro saying, "Morning, family. Mine is this one." Of course, so everybody's looking forward to a wonderful Friday. We certainly are. But let us know, what are your plans right here on Expresso Show on Facebook?
Well, things are about to get competitive on your Feel Good Breakfast show because we're about to ask you, did you tune in for every Expresso show this week? Have you been listening and paying attention? We're going to play a game of Expresso Rewind in which we'll see how much you can remember from this week's show. Now, of course, Leanne joining us. Each of you guys always have your own unique sound. Kat what's yours?
It's a new one.
I had a sound that was faster than the speed of sound.
Okay.
And I've forgotten it. I don't know what it is.
Kidding.
I'm just gonna,
Okay.
No. Okay.
Okay, and mine's just, I'm going to say, ooh, ooh, ooh. Just going to be classic.
And the rules are we have to only make the sound after you've asked the question, right?
Completed the
Yeah,
question.
exactly.
Okay, are you guys ready? You're not allowed to look ahead of you. First question is, what is the acronym to remember when checking signs for a stroke?
Fast.
Really?
What does it mean?
Okay. It is fast. Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means?
Facial atrophy, I think, and then slurred and then time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next
I
question.
listened.
Look ahead. Next question. Who did Matt Carstens collaborate with on his new single, Broken Society? Okay, I did hear haha first.
Francois van Cook.
And the correct answer is... Cool. Are you guys ready? Next question. Something Soweto was one of the founding members of which SA a cappella group?
Was that your noise?
I knew it at some point, but he's so fast.
What is
The
it?
Soil.
It is the soil.
Loving life.
Okay.
Loving
Next
life.
question. This is the last one for you.
Can you answer this?
Where did ultramarathon runner Dion Leonard meet his dog companion Gobi? We had it on the show yesterday.
The Gobi Desert.
I was going to say that. That's the one I did.
Can I just have That was a clean sweep.
Of course, we have one
It was
for
your
you.
laugh of derision.
Okay. Well, we have a question for you as well. Share in on the fun. Join us on social media. And if you're not sure what it is, visit our YouTube channel to watch the videos from this past week and listen out for the answer. But I need to give you the question.
Now my laugh has changed to...
And you're going to rub your hands there like...
Next week, I'm like...
I'm calling it a substitution.
Let's talk about what's coming up after the break, man.
Oh, man, we're going to get you prepped for the weekend with a bit of a gig guy.
And yeah, the big question everyone's asking, is Casper in your vest broke? I don't believe it. We'll bring you the story after the break.
Surely.
Only you can make my day.
morning once again, you beautiful people. It's the weekend. We've got what you're craving for. No, not my shirt. A gig guide. It is going to be a massive weekend, and we connect with the superstars. The Roger Good Show. It's Mr. Roger Good, Sureshni Ryder, Miss Cosmo, and Robbie Cruz, the living legend himself. Good morning, team.
Oh, I'm standing Mariki up with the...
Mariki!
Hi.
Hoe gaan het, meisiekind?
Fine, how are you?
Oh, man, I'm picturing you in my head right now, and you've made my day.
Oh, I love you. Oh, I love that t-shirt you're wearing.
I wore it just for you. I knew we were going to connect. What have you got for us this morning, Mariki?
That's Roger kind.
Hi, what's happening, G?
How are you, big dog? How's it going?
We're like having a whole debate now about whether or not they actually landed on the moon.
No, they didn't. Of course they didn't, Fu.
Exactly, see? Okay, we got your gigs for you, First up, we're off to Johannesburg. It's happening. It's called Sneakerness. Fox Junction Avenue in Perez-Dorp. Listen to Sneakerness. We want to go. It's a larger scale sneaker convention that happens multiple times in a year in cities across Europe with buyers, sellers, and traders all coming together to see the best and brightest in the sneaker world. So if you're into sneakers, gather around for a next level sneakers showcase happening this weekend. And $150 to get you in. Okay, that's Saturday. Off to Johannesburg, we go to the Kwai Tour. Listen to this. Corner, Juta, and De Beer Street in Bloemfontein in the CBD. Unbelievable. For the first music lovers out there, come and celebrate South Africa's own unique music identity with Kwai Tour, bringing you a night of Kwaito, bubblegum, and South African synth vibes at the really hot spot called Kitchener's, with an amazing lineup of DJs featuring, listen to this, Mariah McCloy, Paul Waxon, and Just Timber in the mix. $70 to get you in. And finally, the City of Poison, KZ in Durban, our boy Riyad Musa. Life Begins at the Playhouse Comedy in Durban. Does life really begin at 40? Riyad Musa tries to figure out all these things with a hilarious one-man show. Life Begins, a snapshot into the life of a 40-year-old, a father of 3 kids, husband, comedian, actor, with all the current cultural and political issues that we deal with here in South Africa. So that's what we got. What do you say, Papa G?
So look, Mariki, if you were down here in the Cape and I wanted to do something romantic with you, I'd take you to Table Mountain to catch a little bit of a sunset. In fact, we can do that here on one of, I think, the most iconic sets in the world. Table Mountain hosting a sunset atop one of the, I think it's the 8 modern wonder of the world. You can capture one of the most breathtaking views in the world up until the 28th of February. It's going to cost you just R137.50 for an adult, R67.50 if you're a child. Mariki, aangenaam kennis.
Why you like a word, Lisa? Yeah, and I love your pink shorts. So come on.
I think they're peach. I think they're peach. Well, that's what's happening this weekend. We love you guys. We love the DJ Roger Good Show. Can I get one last hoorah? Hoorah! Oh, that's my weekend, mate.
All right. Yeah, dankie Tani Mariki. Listen, let's take a quick look at what's happening on the entertainment scene. Casper is making headlines, I guess.
Exactly. Well, we've been talking about it all morning. Casper Nyovest is certainly one of the biggest and most successful stars in South Africa, but it turns out that he is broke. It's true.
What?
Okay,
It's
well,
true?
it's according to what he said. The rapper who has
fam.
2 Bentleys says that he is so broke, he may have to sell one of them just to put on his next big show.
Guys, come on.
Now, we're not sure if this is true or if this is a little bit of a publicity stunt, because Casper's always donning designer clothes. And do we even have to mention his bling? Do you think he's actually broke, or do you think this is just a stunt in order to get people to feel so sorry that they go to the next big show? I don't know.
My thing is what's your definition of broke? If you're saying he owes people more money than he has in assets, then he's broke.
Yes.
But if it means he can't turn his assets into quick money, i.e. liquid assets, then he's not broke. If you've got 30 billion rand worth of houses, but when he owes people 5 billion rand, he's not broke.
Well, that's what he says, you know? So maybe he's just tugging on the heartstrings.
Come on.
Just go support him, man.
Come on. Yeah, support him anyway, but don't believe that he's broke for a second.
He ain't broke. All right, well, staying with musical artists, this weekend sees Johnny Clegg perform for the very last time in Johannesburg. Now, the iconic hitmaker, who earlier this year announced that he is going to do his final Journey World Tour, would be the last, and it would be the last major performance before retirement, with a final performance in Johannesburg being added because of an overwhelming demand from fans. He says the night's going to be bittersweet. Johnny's career has spanned over 4 decades with multiple hits. I mean, just to name a few, Juluka, Spirit of the Great Heart. We just love everything that he produces. So it's definitely going to be emotional to see him hang up his mic. And yeah, I wish I could be there, but unfortunately, I cannot.
Yeah, and I think from all of us as the Expresso family, Baba Johnny Clegg, thank you very much for the wonderful memories you've shared with us here and for the wonderful music you've brought to our country and spread throughout the world, lifting and raising our nation up. Thank you so much.
Well, we now want to connect with you on social media, and to everyone writing exams, we are with you in thoughts and prayers. But as the 3rd week of the matric final exams come to an end, today's students will be writing Life Science Paper 1 and Mechanical Technology. So wishing each and everyone writing today all the best of luck. But on social media, we asked you to give us a little bit of a review from this week. What was your best subject? What was the most challenging one for you? And we have Mahatlas Latse says Geography Paper 2 and English was the best. Tony says English was good and Zulu was difficult. Airstar says this week's Sotho home language was the best and Economics Paper 2 was challenging. Zandy Z says isiZulu Paper 2, I found it challenging. You're not the only one that said that. And my favorite paper was English Paper 2. So it seems like English Paper 2 was the favorite for the week, and isiZulu was a difficult one for a few students. Well, continue to connect with us, and of course we are on Facebook as well. Twitter, remember that hashtag Expresso Show.
All right, looking at the weekend ahead, massive one for South Africa all across the sporting field. Bafana, the Springboks up in battle this coming weekend tonight, the first one, of course.
The big one, man. We're playing Senegal. We've got to beat them twice if we want to qualify for Russia 2018, and it's going to be tough, man. We know Senegal top in Group D at the moment. Why are we playing them again? Well, of course, last November when we beat them, of course, that game was nullified when Joseph Lapti received a lifetime ban courtesy of FIFA for cooking the books. But we can do it. We know that we can do it. So just to paint a bit of a picture why we have to win both games, we're sitting at the bottom of Group D, Senegal sitting at the top. If they beat us tonight, they qualify, automatic, done, and we are out. But we showed a great fight back in our last game, 3-1 against Burkina Faso. But it's going to be tough. We know that Hlompo Kekana, he's out, sadly, and we send our condolences after the passing of his mother-in-law, so we certainly understand that. And Tulani Serrero choosing not to be in that team, which I think
starting.
Which I just don't understand that. I really don't understand that, but we'll leave that there. What it does look like, Itu is there. He was at practice 2 days ago with his face mask on, playing with a broken face, basically. But we need that talisman in goal. Why? Because Sadio Mane has been cleared fit for Senegal to play tonight, which...
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
It's terrifying, but we've got it, and I love the fact Stuart Baxter came out and he was like, he's got 2 arms, he's got 2 hands, just like every other human being. We can deal with him, but they can. And with the fire is there, they've got a knife to their throats, as Stuart Baxter has said in the press, but we can do it. So support. Yeah,
and that game tonight at 7 p.m. Other games featuring Zambia, Cameroon at 3 o'clock on Saturday, Gabon and Mali at 4:30 on Saturday, and Cote d'Ivoire, Morocco, Saturday at 7:30. Then on to rugby action.
Oh man, after our narrow loss to the All Blacks in Newlands, I think so much growth within the Springboks setup. A couple of interesting conundrums, but the right kind of conundrums for Alistair Coetzee, in that we've got such a strong bench at the moment. I think a lot of people would have liked to have seen Steven Kitsoff starting. He's always been a standout player for me, and he's just a live wire when he comes off the bench, but he won't be. The beast is back in, and that's the way the Springboks roll. If you take time out for a personal reason, you are guaranteed a place back in, but we've got 23 players who could all start within that squad, and I have a feeling, as much as it will be close, we know that Northern Rugby is really strong at the moment. We've got a dynamic nature in that side. We can front up. We've got physical players. We've got an incredible captain. We really do have the team to beat them. I think we're going to be too much for Ireland, but that game, 7:30 tomorrow. Support the Boks. Get your green and gold on.
Good luck to the Springboks, and good luck to Bafana. Make us proud.
So earlier this week, we had the Ned Bank team in studio, and they were here to launch their brand new super hot Nedbank Money app. Now, it's a literal game changer when it comes to banking anywhere, anytime. Payments, transfers, debit orders, airtime, and even electricity can all be managed in the palm of your hands. And with the launch of this brand new app, we have daily prizes up for grabs. So clients who download the app are definitely going to stand a chance of winning. And we have our very first 2 winners to announce. So without wasting any more time, we'd like to announce, and please make some noise, Paulus Nkosi and Jeffrey Sikano as the winners. Yes. They will both be receiving a 1,000 Rand voucher from loot.co.za. So well done and congratulations. But the competition will continue and we still have so many more prizes to give away. And in order to win, all you have to do is download the Nedbank Money app in your preferred app store today, log in with the details and post a screenshot of the welcome page on the Expresso Facebook competition post. It's that easy. So make sure that you enter and join the world of mobile banking. It will literally change the way you see and manage your money. The competition closes today at 2 p.m. and the terms and conditions can be found on expressoshow.com.
Bank anytime, anywhere with the new Nedbank Money app. To enroll, simply enter your Nedbank card number and PIN. And that's it. Download the new Nedbank Money app today and manage your money like never before.
Well, we're taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Then we're going to take a look at what's trending. You've always wanted to know what goes on behind the scenes of glamorous photo shoot. Well, we will show you that. And something that will definitely be trending all day is Jimmy Nevers on your Feel Good Breakfast show. He's going to perform for us, so don't miss it. We'll see you after the break.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
At Samsung, we develop technology so you can live life. Samsung, a way of life.
Welcome back, you beautiful peeps. Thank you so much for tuning in on this gorgeous Friday morning. It's Pinky Gal.
Pinky Gal.
Pinky Gal.
Who's Pinky Gal? What is Pinky Gal?
It's rough, man. It's rough, man.
Pinky.
Pestle, man. Pestle rocks. Pestle rocks.
I'm not part of this.
So we've got some fantastic stories for you this morning. No kitty cats, but what's trending on our timeline?
Well, you know, you see people post these beautiful photographs. Couples do, you know, walks on the beach, those beautiful maternity shoots. You see all these incredible photographs. But have you ever wondered what goes on behind the scenes? Well, one photographer has done just that. He's released a series of photographs to show you that it's not always as glamorous as you think.
Oh,
Is this for real?
Look at that.
terrible.
So that's...
No, man.
Yes.
That's pretty slick.
No, man.
Well done.
No, man.
That's the funniest thing.
Oh, that's cute.
How cool is that?
Wow, you guys.
On a towel.
Did you really think they would hang a baby like that?
Listen, little baby Jack relieved himself on me while we were taking our baby.
Kidding.
Yeah, dude. And you're just going to stand there. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It's so warm right now.
That is so cool. Well, I love it.
That's actually a really cool photo.
Very good photographer can be all the difference, eh?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man.
Shout out to Gunther. What's up?
What's up, Kunz? What's
So
up,
guys,
Kunz?
I have to also show you this one. One of our viewers by the name of, or rather Facebook followers, Linda Smalgrobler, sent us this video. She thought it would be good to start off our day, but I've already seen this
I've
and it's
seen it
very
too.
scary. Check it out.
Brace
the snake
yourself.
is going into a bag.
How long
brace
must that snake
yourself.
be? How
That's a big snake.
unbelievably long must that snake
What
be?
kind of snake is it?
It's a big
It
snake.
They're
should
gonna
be
open the bag.
it should
You'll
be
see
a
now.
python, but you're...
As soon as you built it up, I knew it. I already knew it. I was like,
But you have to watch it with sound.
yeah. You can actually
watch
look
it.
into the camera.
Yes.
Anyway, those are the stories we have for you. Hopefully they put a bit of a jolt into your Friday. But in the meantime, let us know which hashtags, videos, or stories have caught your attention online. And please share your thoughts with us online on our Facebook page and our Twitter page using Expresso Show. That is our hashtag. Who's ready for some music? I'm ready for some music. And our guest this morning needs no introduction, as we've seen his career grow over the years here on the Expresso stage, and of course all across the country, with some of the biggest names in our music industry, setting trends and pushing the lyrical boundaries. He joins us this morning to perform one of his latest tracks. This is Jimmy Nevis with Ballin'.
You're thinking, ooh, pre-drinking, let me get to freaking, let's make a movie, make it all groovy, yeah, all of my people, getting all bougie, black out the white noise, good girls and the tomboys, private party, ride it, my pony, look like a goddess, what? I'm just being honest, yeah. Pose for the click. I need more than a dream. I'm ballin' to get it up, yeah. What up? When you talk to me, the way that you feel. I'm ballin' to get it up, yeah. Listen up. Oh, what a day, what a day, what a day, what a day. Oh yeah, yeah. But I'm okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Forget about your worries, forget about your colleagues, forget about Desiree. She had too much Hennessy. Go on and get your best life. Don't fight if it feels right. Got love for my team. Now let me hear you scream. Ooh, look like a goddess. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Pose for the slick, pose for the click. I need more than a dream. Yeah. Oh, oh, oh. I'm ballin' to get it on up. Talking to me, the way that you feel. I'm ballin' to get it on up. Get it on up, baby. Ooh, with me, baby. Give me that sugar, give me that vibe, give me that boo, keep it all night. And groove with me, honey. Give me that sugar, give me that vibe, give me that boo. I need more than a dream, yeah. Something. I'm ballin' to get it on up. I'm ballin' to get it on up this Friday morning, yeah. The way that you feel. I'm ballin' to get it on up. Ballin', 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 for a dream, yeah. Yeah. I get the way that you feel. Ballin' to get it on up. Oh, 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 oh.
feel-good breakfast. I would pay to start my morning like that every single morning. Luckily, you tuned into to your feel-good breakfast show. We'll be talking more about your music a little bit later on, but that was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And I hope that you enjoyed it at home too. Let us know what you thought about that performance on our Feel-Good Breakfast Show's Facebook page.
In the national news this morning, South Africa's municipalities owe their creditors a total of 43 billion rand. This severely threatens the livelihood of businesses that supply services to them, National Treasury officials told members of parliament yesterday. Outstanding debt in terms of bulk electricity amounts to 16 billion rand, bulk water is at 6.8 billion rand, and debt in terms of trade creditors has reached 11.9 billion rand. Meanwhile, economists say Moody's ratings agency's unscheduled visit is an indication that the country is likely to be downgraded to junk status yet again. President Jacob Zuma says that he will make an announcement soon regarding the findings of the Commission of Inquiry into the cost of higher education. The president was delivering his annual address to the National Council of Provinces in Parliament. He said he was aware of the anxiety surrounding the funding of higher education and that an interministerial committee was assisting him to process the Commission's report. The Hare Commission of Inquiry was appointed to look into the possibility of free higher education after the fees must fall protests on university campuses. Now moving further abroad, Saudi Arabia has told its citizens in Lebanon to leave the country immediately. It has also urged Saudis not to travel there. Tensions between the two countries have risen since Lebanon's Saudi-backed Prime Minister Saad Hariri resigned on Saturday, saying he feared for his life. Saudi Arabia has also accused the Iranian-backed Lebanese militant group Hezbollah of firing a missile at its international airport in the capital Riyadh from Yemen shortly afterwards. Saudi forces intercepted and destroyed the missile before it could reach its target. And then finally, Zimbabwe's former vice president, Emmerson Mnangagwa, who was sacked on Monday, has fled the country amid death threats, his allies say. 93-year-old President Robert Mugabe accuses his former deputy of plotting to take power from him. First Lady Grace Mugabe, who had been pushing for Mnangagwa's removal, is now expected to be appointed vice president at a special congress of the ruling ZANU-PF party next month. Well, that was your 7 o'clock news update. Let's get a look at what's happening in the world of sport. Here's Graham.
It's a weekend of high-stakes sports, kicking off tonight with Bafana tackling Senegal in a must-win match should they hope to reach the 2018 World Cup in Russia. Bafana currently find themselves bottom of Group D with only 1 win in 4 games, but victory from their final 2 matches against Senegal will see them through to next year's showpiece. Tonight's game kicking off at 7 o'clock in Polokwane, while in our other African qualifiers this weekend, Zambia welcome Cameroon and Tunisia, they face Libya. Then on to rugby. The Springboks year-end European tour kicks off tomorrow evening as they face Ireland at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin. Now, the last time the two teams met, the Boks pulled off a 19-13 win in Port Elizabeth last year. That was to seal a comeback 2-1 Test Series win. In our other international rugby matchups this weekend, great lineup. England hosting Argentina. Wales face off with Australia, while France are up against New Zealand. That should be a cracker. Then on to cricket. Locally, our teams return to T20 action today as the new T20 Challenge season gets underway. Last year's beaten finalists, the Warriors, open the new campaign tonight with a clash against the Knights and PE. The Warriors lost to the Titans in last year's final, while the Knights, they finished the tournament in last place, so certainly room to improve. In other fixtures this weekend, we've got the Dolphins battling the Cobras, the Lions taking on the Titans in a Gauteng derby. Then finally in golf, a massive one this weekend. Austrian golfer Bernd Vesberger, he ended day 1 of the Nedbank Golf Challenge in the lead. And of course at the iconic Gary Player Country Club in Sun City yesterday. Vesberger birdied the last hole to finish the day on 5 under 67, 1 stroke clear of the chasing pack. Brendan Grace finished day 1 as the highest placed South African. He currently sits tied in 2nd place with 3 other golfers. And that's where we leave our sport for now.
Well, on that note, let's take another look at the roads. We start off in Gauteng in Buccleuch. Now, on the N3 northbound, there was an earlier stationary truck. It was in the left lane on the link to the N1 north. That one's been cleared. However, traffic's still slow moving by the Buccleuch interchange. Then moving to Bedford View, there's another stationary vehicle on the N3 northbound before the Van Buren Road exit. Traffic's queuing from Elands interchange. That's where I leave your traffic for now, but let's quickly take a look at your weather. Seems like warm temperatures can be expected in the northeastern parts of the country, and along the east coast, cooler temperatures from Richards Bay to George. But let's get into those temperatures. Polokwane 16.28, Mbombela 17.26, Pretoria 15 with a high of 28, Johannesburg 13.26, Mahikeng 14 with a high of 33, Klerksdorp 12 with a high of 29. Sunny conditions expected in Kimberley, a low of 13, a high of 29, Bloemfontein 10.28, Richards Bay 18.24, Pietermaritzburg 14 with a high of 22. Showers expected today in Durban with a low of 19, reaching a high of 23. Thunder showers in Mthatha 14 with a high of 20. East London 16.18, Cradock 9.23, Port Elizabeth 16 with a high of 20. George, sunny conditions, a low of 15 with a high of 21. Sutherland 7.25, Cape Town 14 reaching a high of 24. Sunny conditions expected in Worcester, a low of 12 reaching a high of 29. Springbok 11.28 and Uppington a low of 16 reaching a high of 33 degrees Celsius. Well, that's where we leave your weather. I'll bring you a final update just after 8.
Spend 400 Rand or more at BP. Swipe your Avios card and you could win big. Make your dream holiday a reality with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
With those scorching temperatures setting the scene, BP is making holiday dreams come true by giving away 231 dream holidays before the 15th of December. Now, with so many dream destinations available worldwide to the BP Fuel My Festive winners, you'll be able to start ticking off those bucket list destinations. To add to this already amazing prize, from Monday next week, entrants to the Fuel My Festive competition will also stand a chance of winning spot prizes right here on the show. We're going to randomly select weekly winners from the existing competition entries, and there have been tons, to take part in the Expresso Pick a Box competition. It is back. Each of these winners will be called live to pick from one of 7 boxes, each containing truly incredible travel prizes. So start entering now. Don't forget to swipe your Avios card every time you fill up with 400 Rand or more at any participating BP service station, and you're going to automatically be entered into that BP Fuel My Festive competition to win a dream holiday. 300,000 Avios points are waiting for you. You also then stand a chance of winning incredible spot prizes right here on Expresso. For all of the information, terms and conditions, you can head over to expressoshow.com or bp.co.za.
Well, still to come after the break, I see Kat's into that book right now, but Tiernus Jens van Rensburg is also here, and we are talking about why Snapchat is under renovation amongst many other amazing daily tech topics.
Yeah, we might also take a moment to renovate your mind. If you've ever thought about being a millionaire, check out this book, 90 Rules for Entrepreneurs, The Codex of Hustle. We'll be speaking to the author a little bit later on. Make sure you stay tuned. Oh, just
Can I also?
No, thank you. It's me.
Ever wanted to visit a snowy winter wonderland, or is relaxing on a tropical island more your thing? You can visit your ideal destination when you win one of 21 dream holidays every week from 2 October until 15 December with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive. Enter the competition by visiting a BP fuel station and swiping your Avios card when you spend 400 Rand or more. Sign up for your Avios card for free at BP and get your entries in to win big with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show this Friday morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's time right now for our Friday Tech Roundup with our expert and editor of the Bandwidth blog, and always complimentary over my shirts that I wear on the show, Dennis Jans van Rensburg. Hoe gaan het met jou?
Good and you.
Dennis, I have to ask you, I've received a bunch of emails from, a Nigerian prince that wants to send me millions from his family's kingdom. If only if I reveal my personal information to him. I believe they've now started something that uses AI technology to stop you from receiving emails like that.
Well, it's not to stop you from receiving those emails.
Okay.
It's actually to keep those scammers really, really busy.
Oh.
So what this bot does, it's essentially an AI bot, and what it does is, on your behalf, reply to those Nigerian princes and the various scammers, and just have a conversation with them and keep them busy so that they don't scam other people. Basically, they just waste their time. So it's an actual AI. All it does is replies via email. It'll send, what seems like proper human text, how we talk, and it'll have a chat with the scammer until they just give up because there's no more time.
I hope you can give it like your own personality traits and characters like wit and sarcasm. And
yeah, I think sarcasm is a part of that.
Okay. Where do you get this from, by the way?
Yeah.
It's free. It's something that we can all use. It's called Rescam, and they can you basically scam the scammers.
That's brilliant. I love it. All right.
I wonder how long it's going to take them to figure out they're being scammed.
Yeah. All right. To other news in the UK, where scientists in the UK have actually taught a sheep how to recognize Jake Gyllenhaal from photos, right? Why on earth would you spend time and resources developing that kind of, I don't know, technology?
Because apparently Jake Gyllenhaal is beautiful.
He is. The sheep also too.
So yes, they've actually done a huge study in trying to identify how sheep can look at a picture and see who those people are. And the reason for this is actually not that weird.
Okay. Okay.
So Huntington's disease is a genetic disease that about 7 out of 100,000 people in the world actually get. Okay. They found that in your genetic markers, if you've got the gene, you will have the disease. Basically, it's a one-to-one relationship. So we've been trying to understand how we can actually combat this disease. And one of the symptoms of the disease is that we can't really recognize faces. So a person that has the disease wouldn't be able to tell you guys apart. And what they're trying to understand with the sheep is how they actually recognize faces, and if they can understand how the sheep recognize faces, they can understand which part of the brain actually does that part of the calculation within our brains, and they can try to find a treatment for Huntington's disease patients.
That opens up a whole new way of thinking about it. Thank you to the sheep that have dedicated their lives to this research.
Well, quickly, we mentioned Snapchat's getting a complete makeover. Please tell me the beauty filter will still be there.
I'm sure it will. It must be. So this is actually quite a big announcement by the CEO that he realized, and the company in itself realized, that the app isn't as good as we thought it was. Okay. So a lot of the older and the younger clients, customers on the app, actually don't fully understand how to use it. Oh. And they've only realized that through looking at the data, how people actually behave on the app.
Like the filters.
And well, the filters I'm sure work fine. Don't worry about that. It'll remain. But they've actually realized that they need to re-look at the app as a whole and kind of redesign so that they can get more customers onto the app, because it seems that people don't really understand it that well.
It's complicated.
And it's come from adding features, more filters, different ways of using the app, and they've realized it's a little bit more difficult to use than we. So they're going to redesign the entire thing.
Well, let's hope it turns out for the better and has a better user interface for us to all understand. But Dennis, thank you very much for updating us on the latest. And of course, if you'd like to stay up to date with all the latest tech news in the world of technology, then go to bandwidthblog.com.
Now, building on that, we know that new technology can very much simplify tasks, save us time, and in some cases even save us our hard-earned money. Now, considering the benefits of having more convenient solutions, financial service providers like Ned Bank are on the cutting edge, looking to the future and employing some very cool technology to make banking enjoyable and a lot more accessible. We love it when banking meets cutting-edge technology. We know it's going to be epic. Today, I'm in Sandton City, the financial hub, where Nedbank are about to use virtual reality to showcase their latest innovations that are going to transform and enrich our banking experience. Ultimately, let us see money differently. I have no idea what to expect, so let's dive right in and experience what was once virtual becoming a reality.
Nedbank's virtual reality experience immersed guests into the world of banking, seeing how advancements in banking technology can empower, equip and better clients' lives.
Now, we've seen virtual reality technology being used in some pretty innovative ways when it comes to gaming and definitely entertainment, but never before have I seen it being used to immerse us in a new way of doing banking. This is very fresh. I'm quite excited.
In a fast evolving and challenging world, banks have to embrace digital technology. From fully digitized branches to contactless card payments and mobile payment solutions for schools, Nedbank is taking the lead in safe, convenient client experiences.
So your team has decided to not only use digital as a means of engaging with your customers, but also servicing them. And this is where obviously the risk factors come in. This is a massive leap forward. Why go digi-centric?
I think, Graham, the most important thing to realize is that in people's minds, banking has always been around this physical space, going into a branch, talking to a banker or a branch manager. The world is moving. It's moving. It's not just that. There are new ways of getting clients to experience banking. There are already segments of the market, as I said earlier, like millennials. The only thing that they know is doing stuff online and doing things virtually. So banking needs to evolve and make sure that it doesn't only get stuck in the physical world of the past, but it embraces digital as well, and it does it as well as millennials are used to interacting with other services online. So that's where we're moving, really.
The star of the brand's offering is a new generation Nedbank Money app that offers personalization, intuitive features and helps clients effortlessly manage their finances anywhere, anytime.
Today was a culmination of a lot of the innovations we've done at Nedbank. But our hero product that we've been doing is the Nedbank Money app. Now, the Nedbank Money app for me is absolutely beautiful. And it's so easy. So here's the Money app. It's got Touch ID. So I do my fingerprints and I'm in. So for me, the services, the way the app works is really amazing.
And all looking very hip. That message cuts through. It really is emotive and powerful. When you look at the app itself, a few very exciting innovations there. For me, obviously, knowing how far you guys go to reduce your service costs, the fact that the app is free, that really leaps off the page. What excites you the most?
In the app, it tells you these are all your debit orders in one place. Okay? I have a personal dashboard. It's personalized to me, and it's based on the way I bank. Yeah? And it's so easy that for me to navigate between everything. And when the first time I saw the app and I looked at what I owe and what I have, so my assets and my liabilities, and I looked at my credit card consolidated view because I have multiple cards, yeah? And it's like in your face, and I start reconsidering my spending habits on my card. That's about managing your money better.
What a new and fun experience. I love the fact that Nedbank is using technology to enrich that relationship they have with us as clients, but most importantly, to offer us excellent, even better service. The bottom line is the future of banking lies in the palm of our hands. We can now bank anytime, anywhere.
Bank anytime, anywhere with the new Nedbank Money app. To enroll, simply enter your Nedbank card number and PIN. And that's it. Download the new Nedbank Money app today and manage your money like never before.
Well, time for some inspiration right now on your Friday morning edition of your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now, Marnus Brudryk is a well-known South African across the business industry. And of course, with these success stories as well, all at the tender age of 32. I can't say tender age because that's pretty young for what he's done. He's built up from the ground up one of the biggest accounting firms in the country, as well as invested in other entrepreneurs, helping them reach their dreams. And now he's added author to his title with his first book, 90 Rules for Entrepreneurs. And we're very lucky to have him here in studio to chat about it. First of all, welcome to the show. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations on the book. This is, I think, a massive milestone, I would assume, for you.
Yes, I never thought I'll write a book, but it's here and I'm very happy with the product.
Yeah. So let's quickly talk about the fact that, you know, you've gone into business as an entrepreneur and built up success. What do you find that most would-be entrepreneurs do wrong these days when they come into the world of business?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest mistakes that they do have is they think they need funding, and you want to start a business now, you need to go and raise millions of funding.
Yeah.
But that's not how we start a business in 2017. To start a business nowadays, you need to start small. You don't need the big retail space. You can get online. You need to do it as cheaply as possible so you can learn from it when you're still small. And I think that's one of the biggest mistakes that entrepreneurs make.
Yeah, and then when it comes to the point where you want to grow and you have to approach a certain investor like yourself, what are you looking for in a business idea that's going to make you say, yes, that's the one I'd put my money behind?
Yeah, so I think, again, we think that we need to have this amazing idea, but me as an investor and most investors out there, we're looking for businesses where you've already created traction, you've already got your first 100 clients, and we can now help you take you to the next level and get your first 1,000 clients. So what businesses am I investing in? Those making money.
Yeah.
So if you're making a little bit of money, I can help you to make more money.
Yeah, and hopefully that's where 90 Rules for Entrepreneurs comes into play, and a book that could help a lot of entrepreneurs out there get to that point where they've made enough money to approach you. But
yes,
90 rules, that's a lot of rules.
When I started writing the book, I never thought I'm going to get to 90, and at the end I actually had to scrap some of the rules.
How many did you have originally?
Well, I had more than 100, and I also asked other entrepreneurs and friends of mine, people like Greg Neetling and Vinnie Lingham and Gillivet, to contribute to the book, so they've also shared some of their lessons and rules, and we ended up with 90.
What would you say was your aim for writing this book and your inspiration behind it? And what would you say is also the most important rule in there, if there is such a thing?
Yeah, Kalego, I think many people want to be an entrepreneur in 2017, and I came out of Mnet Shark Tank, and I had all these aspiring entrepreneurs asking me all these questions about starting a business, but all those questions were the same. So I thought, let's condense all these questions into 90, and we write about it. And I share some of my lessons that I've learned over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Most important one, I think maybe you need to know what you're getting yourself into. We think entrepreneurship is easy. We see the Ferraris and the champagne on Instagram. But it's not about that. It's about really hard work, putting in all the effort and time that you've got to build a business.
Yeah. Are you a champagne Instagram guy?
Maybe the champagne.
Not the Ferrari. All right, with our World Entrepreneur Week coming up next week, I just want to, kind of give a message to all of the entrepreneurs out there. Tell them about what is it about this business that excites you, being an entrepreneur, that makes you wake up in the morning wanting to charge ahead?
I'm very excited about entrepreneurship because I think entrepreneurship can change your life, and it can fix all the problems in this country and around the world. So I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about helping small business owners, and that's what I do when I get up in the morning. We see how we can help small businesses.
Yeah, excellent. Well, thank you for joining us this morning, and we can follow you at Martins Broodryk on social media if you want to know exactly what he's going to be getting up to this weekend. And 90 Rules for Entrepreneurs, the Codex of Hustle, is out in stores, so make sure that you grab a copy and give your entrepreneurial spirit a kickstart. And whether you're just starting out or have some experience, there's something for everyone in this book. Thank you so much, Martins.
Thank you so much.
Well, listen, we're taking a quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is the Winner Home finale tonight, and we have the design duos Team House and Leisure. We're going to be chatting about their journey after the break.
Absolutely. And then we've got bananas, we've got oats, we've got walnuts. Why we're making delicious muffins this morning. Stay tuned. So much more to come after the break. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, today at 4 p.m, you can watch the grand finale of Win a Home, not to be missed. It's South Africa's premier interior design reality competition live on Afternoon Express. Now, while a lucky viewer will win themselves a brand new home worth 3 million rand at the magnificent Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate in the south of Joburg, the design contestants are also competing for a big prize of 100,000 rand. And we have all three of the competing design duos in studio with us this morning.
And first up, we would love to introduce you to the design duo who've been mentored by Decor magazine, House and Leisure. They call themselves Brothers in Design, and they are, they're the key to their success being that Banele brings an artistic perspective while Tsepo has the technical brain for the details. So welcome, team House and Leisure.
Thank you so much, guys, for having us.
The journey is here. It's the finale.
We've been watching you guys on screen this whole time, and it's so wonderful to be sitting down with you. But when it comes from your designs, what did the two of you learn throughout this entire process?
I think, first of all, it was just trusting each other that we've got it. And going forward, we just literally styled everything as the day went by. Like each challenge, we just took it as it.
And we got to learn a lot about each other's styles, and communication was like the key. So that's how we got to work well together.
Communication is so important,
it's
right?
It's very important.
Yeah.
And it's also really beautiful to see how you merged your different perspectives together. And now that your home is finished, your project is done, how do you feel about the vision? Did you feel like you executed it the way you wanted to from the beginning?
I'm actually quite happy about how it turned out. In the beginning, I was extremely worried that it was gonna not go accordingly, but then as we went on from challenge to challenge, we started understanding our different styles, and we were able to sort of bring them together as one, and it came together beautifully.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So Banele, you won, and I have to read this, the L'Atelier Art Competition. Is that correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. How has winning that, kind of award, changed your future plans and what it is that you want to do in the future?
First of all, I used to dream of living in Paris and just working in Paris.
Come on now. That's amazing.
Yes. So the fact that I won the award and it's taking me to Paris for 3 months, it literally just brings the fact that everything you can wish for, it can happen, just with a lot of hard work and commitment to it.
Look at you.
Well, Tsepo, we want to know from you, what are your future plans? And have you even considered, should tonight's results go the way you wanted them, how's that going to impact your life?
Well, Ben and I have been talking that whatever happens,
at 2 o'clock.
Even made me cry this morning when he sent me a text about whatever happens, we still have to keep on going regardless. But then my plans are just to keep on hustling in the residential industry, because I'm from an architectural background, so I didn't quite like that much, but then I thought I'd love to do more of residential projects. So I love that, and I want to pursue that. So whatever happens, I'm still gonna go on it.
I love it. Well, you know what? Win a Home brought the two of you together, and I'm glad that when it comes to the future, you want to stay together and remain brothers in design, and that's absolutely amazing. You are both incredible in your own rights, and I suppose we just have to wait to see what the final results is, but the future's definitely looking bright for both of you. I know it. I can see it. And Paris was never ready.
Yes. Well, don't miss Afternoon Express. Well, in fact, it's Win a Home at 4 p.m. today, the grand finale.
Whew.
I can't wait for all of that action and excitement. But right now, we're outside absorbing the beautiful sunshine and the fresh breeze of a Friday morning. Claire Allen, food blogger, is here to help us to take care of one of our most important meals of the day. But we want it on the go quickly, so we're going to be making some beautiful jungle oats banana muffins.
That is what we're making this morning. It's so amazing. Nice and good thing to do, meal prep on a Sunday.
Yes.
Go for the week, and you can freeze them, heat them up, and then just take them in the morning in the car.
You can freeze them?
You can, of course you can.
Doing that before. Okay.
So freeze, so do a double batch, freeze half, and then instead of having to worry during the week, you don't want them to go stale.
Yes.
So defrost them, heat them up.
Excellent. And then great with a cup of tea in the morning when you're starting out, or your coffee, you prefer. So first, ripe bananas in the bowl.
Yes, using our ripe bananas. The reason we use ripe bananas is we want that caramelized banana flavour. And you only get that when the fruit is almost kind of overripe. That's the same. It's a very similar recipe to a banana bread.
I was To say, this is exactly why I like this so much, because you're going to be having a banana bread in a compact form like that instead of having a whole slice.
Mini one. Kind of fool you into thinking you're having a cupcake.
There we go. All right, so you mash them up.
Mash it up. We're going to add our canola oil.
If you are averse to the flavour of canola oil, could you go with any other option?
You could use coconut oil.
Okay, good.
But canola oil is actually very good for you. It's low in saturated fat, high in omega-3, so it's actually a good alternative. It's not bad for you.
Go with the canola. All right.
We're going to use our egg.
Just one whole egg?
One whole egg.
Try not to get any shells in there.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh my
Doing
word.
a terrible job here.
The last time I cracked eggs, I got shells in every single one of them.
Okay, well, even though I murdered the egg, I didn't. We're going to add our vanilla extract.
Alrighty.
It's a very quick and easy recipe. Cinnamon, baking powder.
Yeah.
Our brown sugar. If you wanted to do a sugar-free, you could definitely use your version. You know, this is a xylitol or honey.
I mean, I'd find that the bananas themselves provide enough sweetness for me.
Absolutely.
So I'd go without the sugar completely.
Absolutely. You can add a lot extra banana if you wanted to. Otherwise, you can add a little bit of honey. And if you wanted to, you can use agave syrup. It's a nice alternative as well. And then just 1 cup of flour. And then our most important ingredient is our jungle oats. We're using the original, which is so nice. I have this at home in the cupboard.
And you kind of just go freehand with it like that?
Okay, I go, but it's a cup. It's a cup, but I do my freehand. I know my measurements because I know the recipe. But it's 1 cup of jungle oats.
I love how uncomplicated this is. And by the way, the keyword for you to SMS at home is jungle. SMS that to 33728 and we'll send you a link to the recipe as well as the ingredients list so that you can also make your own jungle oats banana muffins at home. What's the final ingredient?
The final ingredient is nuts. So I've got walnuts here, but use nuts of your choice, 100%.
Almonds would be my favourite.
There we go, but walnuts are good for your brain.
Okay.
Good for your brain. So it's nice
just
for
with all the solutions here.
No, so it's good for the morning, great for the kids. Also, again, put some pineapple in here, put some carrots. If you want to like have alternative flavour muffins, you don't want to be bored. If you want to put blueberries, use the same recipe and just create some sort of like diversity in your breakfast. You don't want to get a bit boring. I know you like bananas, but
I love bananas.
So what we're going to do now is just clean up. We're going to put this in a lined baking tray.
Yeah.
We're going to bake this for 15 to 20 minutes till golden brown at an oven at 180 degrees. And there you have it.
Beautiful as you like.
Beautiful, beautiful.
What I like about it, it was so easy. This was the quickest thing I've ever seen done on Expresso. Anyway, listen, SMS jungle to 33728, and if you want to quickly see how we made this recipe, take a look.
To make the banana walnut oat muffins, you'll need jungle oats, bananas, oil, flour, walnuts, vanilla extract, brown sugar, bicarbonate of soda, cinnamon, baking powder, and 2 eggs. Mash the bananas, add the sugar, then mash together. Add the vanilla, oil, and eggs, then mix together. Sift the flour, baking powder, bicarbonate of soda, and cinnamon together. Then add the walnuts and the oats and mix together. Add the banana mixture to the flour mixture and mix well. Spoon the mixture into a muffin pan and bake until golden brown. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword jungle to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
And there you have it, beautiful jungle oat banana muffins ready to go for breakfast. SMS jungle to 33728. That's what you need to do. Claire, thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Have yourself a wonderful weekend.
Thank you.
May I jump into one of these?
You can have one as long as I can have one.
You, of course. Go right ahead. Let's enjoy it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that is good.
Kids South Africa's going longer and stronger for almost 100 years.
Take a deep breath, a very deep breath. Give a woosah. The beast is here after understandably thousands of entries for the BF Goodrich Win a Jeep campaign. The moment has finally arrived. Today, we are going to be giving one BF Goodrich very lucky competition entrant and customer this unbelievable, one-of-a-kind, once-in-a-lifetime Jeep Wrangler 2017 Rubicon. It is the most kitted-out car I have ever seen in my life. In fact, it is so big and beefy beefy. We had to rebuild the building around it to get it in here. But it obviously, as you can see, doesn't come standard. And you can see the goosebumps I'm getting just looking at this incredible piece of machinery. So let's run through some of just the few features that we've bolted on here. We've got a stubby bull bar and winch, spotlights, an Angry Bird grille, 4.5-inch suspension lift, LED headlights, Procal 37-inch BF Goodrich tires, and so much more. And yes, we are giving it away today. I contemplated chaining myself to the Jeep this morning so that I could take it for myself. I'm so jealous. But one of you who went out and purchased your BF Goodrich tires is going to walk away with this incredible machine. We call it the Beast because it is. Stay tuned to Expresso. It's going today.
Well, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we're taking a look at your international entertainment news, and it seems like the domestic abuse claim that Mel B launched against Stephen Belafonte has been settled. We'll bring you the news a little bit later on.
Looking forward to that update. And then, of course, it's Friday, which means we bring the fashion fix to studio. It is on Vogue and on time, so do not miss out on that chat after the break.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's your Friday that we're turning into a Fry-yay. And let's quickly find out what's happening in our international entertainment news. Please tell me you've got good news.
I've got good news to start you off with, Zoe. Now, earlier on this year, we reported on how Aaron Paul and his wife Lauren were expecting their first child. And now we have an update. Well, Instagram is where all the action was happening, where she posted a hilarious photo of her with friends and her hubby photoshopped in. Take a look at that. Revealing that she was, in fact, pregnant with their, wait for it, baby girl at the time, and that she didn't even know. Now, no news on the little one's name or when Lauren is, when her due date might be, considering that they have been married since 2013. It's happy times to see that the family is growing. Jesse's got a baby!
Oh, we can't wait to see that. Well, congratulations to them on a little girl.
All smiles there. But staying with couples, this side perhaps more on the sad side, Mel B and Stephen Belafonte's divorce got really nasty earlier this year when they both took to social media to go at each other. From bedroom secrets to revealing that Stephen was cheating with their nanny for years, it seemed like the two were not seeing eye to eye. Well, that's until now, because the couple, who were married since 2007 and shared 2 children together, have reached a settlement amid their divorce. Mel has withdrawn her domestic abuse claim against Stephen, cancelling a restraining order she had against her ex months ago, meaning that their divorce can now move forward. But all things, as all things in Hollywood go, the plot always twists. There's
always
thick in some way, exactly.
Yes.
And of course, to this that their former nanny has fired back by filing her own lawsuit, claiming that she was in a consensual sexual relationship with the couple, and get this, has sex tapes to prove it.
Oh my goodness. Listen, it's messy. This is like real life. These are people's real lives.
But now it's all over.
Yeah, but that's, they put it out there. They attacked each other on social media. So it's, you know, what you put out comes back.
We're in the year 2000. Who's still making sex tapes? No, I mean, in the years of the 2000s, who's still making sex tapes? Like, what are you trying to do?
Oh, well, listen,
there's the internet for that.
Good news and some spicy news. I think we've got a whole lot of that right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
With the eco-friendly movement growing in popularity, more and more people are turning to more natural and organic products. Now, if your day-to-day actions are more environmentally friendly, then you're helping the environment, but you're also encouraging long-term health for you and for your family. Jacqueline Baldwin joins us this morning in studio to talk about going green for your family and for your environment. Jacqueline, so good to have you on the show this morning.
Hi, good to be here.
So I heard an interesting fact about you. About 10 years ago, you decided to team up with your business partner, Mia Blom, and you two published the survival guide for families, which is known as the Green Family Guide. Am I correct?
Correct.
Tell us more about how it all started and what exactly it is that you do.
Well, originally, 10 years ago, Mia and I both had tiny babies and did not have a clue what we were up to. And realized that a lot of moms were feeling the same way. So we started sourcing products and information and publishing them in a magazine geared primarily towards parents. Obviously, as our children grew and as we grew, the baby focus changed, and we moved more and more into more general lifestyle, and we realized that more and more as we were making good choices, the choices were generally relating to a more eco way of being, hence the Green Family Guide for the whole family. And now we're purely digital, obviously more green than print anyway.
I love it.
And we're able to offer a lot of content, a lot of articles, recipes, tips on parenting, general healthy life choices.
Fantastic. So what you basically are helping to promote is what you call green families. How has this helped families and environments and communities over the years as you've promoted this amazing message?
Generally, we've actually observed an increasing awareness across the board in families on actually giving more thought to the results of the choices that they're making, trading short-term convenience for long-term benefit for the community and for life in general.
Well, talking about products, there has been this move towards natural. You know, people want to use more natural ingredients when it comes to their skincare. How have you incorporated this into your lifestyle when it comes to skincare products that are more naturally focused?
Basically, what I found is I've moved my shift from looking for premium brand, expensive products to actually picking up the bottle, reading the ingredients, and finding things that are natural and not full of all sorts of chemicals. And often they're not the most expensive products either.
I know. You don't have to break the bank as you try to use things that are more natural on your skin. Let's talk about Dermicalp. How have you incorporated that into your skincare, and what have the results been?
Okay, well, for a start, actually discovering Dermicalp for me was like, when you meet that best friend that you remember the moment you met. I was battling with a very irritable skin, and to the point that one day I actually walked into my local pharmacy and I was just scanning the shelf for something to use on my skin. And the green and white tube caught my eye, and the 100% natural active ingredient was enough for me to just buy that tube.
Wonderful. Jacqueline, I must say you are absolutely glowing, and thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for telling us more about greener families, because I think it's something that we all need to incorporate, going green and being more natural and treading lightly on the earth. Dermicalp offers products that contains natural extracts of sea kelp, which holds potent anti-inflammatory properties to take care of itchy, irritated skin and scalps. Now, you can stand a chance of winning your very own Dermicalp hamper to the value of 1,300 Rand. All that you need to do is go onto the Expresso Facebook page and answer this very easy question: why Jacqueline recommends using Dermicalp. Now, make sure you tag Dermicalp. The winner of the hamper will go into a draw to stand a chance of winning a 5,000 Rand Dischem voucher. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com.
Get yourself prepped, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Fashion Fix. there's that music. Friday means Fashion Fix on Expresso, and that's exactly what we're about to get into right now. Time to call on our style squad for the best fashion news trending all over the world and, of course, here at home. And it's informative, it's stylish, and it'll keep you on vogue all weekend long. And here with all the right kind of attitude, Expresso's fashion editor, Nick Strelitz, and fashion director, Kelly Fung. Good morning. How are you guys?
How are you?
Excellent. Doing very, very well. So let's kickstart with the Fashion Fix with news from the international side of things.
Let's do it.
What kind of news story do you have? What's trending globally?
This is a big moment in fashion internationally as well as sort of locally as well for ramifications, but it's the first cover for newly appointed editor-in-chief of British Vogue, Edward Enninful. It's his debut December cover here. We see that here, which shows that he's really going to shake things up in the fashion industry. I mean, just look at the cover line there on the left-hand side. So typically we see things like 7 mascaras to wear for December, or why your boyfriend dumped you and how to get over it. But he's switching it up. He's got a list of sort of the who's who in fashion and politics coming together. He's really pushing the conversation forward. Here's a couple snaps of the cover star inside. But he's featuring people like London's Mayor Sadiq Khan. We've got Salman Rushdie, political activist Glenda Jackson, alongside Kate Moss, Naomi Campbell, John Galliano. So it's really fusing sort of fashion and politics, bring it together, not afraid to push the conversation.
Excellent.
His choice in cover star also leads us to believe that things are changing.
Pushing the African narrative a little bit.
It's the African narrative. She's British Ghanaian-born model and political activist Aboa. Say that 12 times. Anyway, she's fantastic. She's an activist as well. A little side note, this might be a little dig at his predecessor, Alexander Schulman, who in her tenure as editor-in-chief of British Vogue had not one solo black cover star in 12 years.
Wow.
So this is really shaking things up.
Well done for him.
He's also partnered with famed photographer Stephen Mazel, who's not sort of new to controversy. The two collaborated on two of the biggest Vogue Italia covers in the past, All Black issue in 2008 and the Makeover Madness in 2005. Basically what this means is they're pushing the narrative, fashion is changing from the top, and I'm very excited.
Excellent news. Great stuff.
Maybe a little late, but...
A little late, but better late than never, Kelly.
Yeah, it's not isn't that what they
she's
say?
Such a downer.
Kelly sounds like she's got a lot of spice to throw at you right now. So let's reflect on fashion news from the local scene. Is it a subtle or a spicy story?
A little bit spicy.
Okay.
This week I've been following the story of Sia Belile, local fashion entrepreneur. So basically, the 411 is local model Luc van der Berg took to Twitter this week, basically saying that he has not been paid for a collaborative project that they worked on together with himself and 19 other models. So there were 20 in total. And 3 months later, they still haven't been paid, and people are angry. People are really, really angry. So Twitter is all abuzz with this. Take a look.
There's a clip.
Do you have a clip about it?
There is a clip.
Yeah,
people are angry. There's a campaign going on about poor Sia.
Let's see this.
My name is Lisa Roberts. I'm one of 20 models that walked in Experience AFI. I'm also one of 20 models that has not received payment by Sia Belile, aka the Threaded Man.
Another side note, I think everyone's confused as to what's actually happening. This is not a Sia Belile versus Luc van der Berg thing. This is Sia Belile versus 20 models that the Threaded Man hasn't paid within 3 months, and they said like after 24 hours we'd get.
Hi everyone, Sydney Davy here. Myself and along with 19 other models have not been paid for the XAFI show by Sia Belile, or rather the Threaded Man.
So
scandal.
It's a little scandalous. You know what? I think, we've got to always support young business, and that's what Sia has come back and said. I'm a small business, things are going to go wrong. But I do think transparency is key. I think he needs to make a plan, or at least commit to saying what he's going to do to pay them.
Yeah, here's to hoping that everything is remedied and everybody gets their paychecks due to them. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. How informed do you feel right now? I'm sure it feels very good. Thanks very much to our Fashion Fix panel for giving us the lowdown this week. But of course, we're not through with them yet. It's everyone's favorite fashion review, Fab or Fail, coming up later.
On the show live, we're going to be giving away what we call the Beast. This incredible Wrangler Rubicon Jeep is going to one very lucky BF Goodrich customer. You want to stay tuned for that. After the break, we are going to have a little bit of fun with our Fab or Fail game with our Fashion Fix team, and then another stellar performance from the man himself, Mr. Jimmy Nevis. Don't stray too far.
is in the corner. It's not this one, it's sleeping around. Yeah. I don't like sleeping around. I don't like driving in town. I'd rather stay at home with my phone, TV on, all night getting down. And I guess that it's easy, and to rather be touchy-feely. But I'm not that type, on all night. Turn it up. Into the side. Do you turn it off though? Oh, thank you. And tell me what to do. Tell me what to do with you. Tell me what to do. I'm just so lost in this life that I need. I should be flexing, I should be sexing, but I'm chilling myself. If I'm gonna lie down with you. You're the only one that I want. No lie, no lie, no lie, no lie. Better get down now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're back with your feel-good breakfast show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3, and our style squad is in the house because it's time for Fab or Fail. Now, we know how this game works. If it is a miss, it's a frown. And if it's a hit, turn that frown upside down. Yes. Hello, Nick. Hello, Kelly.
Hey.
Are you good?
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Good,
All right,
fine.
guys, let's head to Nashville, Tennessee, because we need to talk about the Country Music Awards. And first up, we have American Idol herself, Carrie Underwood.
Carrie.
I like it. I also like it. It's dramatic.
It's dramatic.
Yeah.
Ruffle.
Ruffles are in.
How long have I been talking about the ruffle for?
Yes.
It's a
I'm
sweet
ruffled.
validation.
It's ruffled.
I'm not crazy about the sort of the mermaid, sort of tail silhouette.
It didn't need it.
It's very country for me. It's a bit
Yeah, but the color on her skin,
fit is
absolutely
amazing. Yeah.
amazing.
She got that glow.
Let's talk about Faith Hill. And everybody's been talking about that leg too. But what do you think of this outfit? Not loving it? Really? Why, Nick? Why?
Okay, I don't want to be controversial. I'm not a body shamer. I love big everyone, tiny people, fat people. But girl needs to get to Burger King for that Whopper.
You think she needs
Whopper
a
or
cheeseburger?
4. She is svelte.
Okay.
She's lost a lot of weight.
Okay,
yeah.
do you
And her
agree?
hair is messy.
I'm going to comment on the outfit. I think she should have been shorter. Yeah.
Shorter.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right, let's look at actress, emerging country star Maren Morris. I don't like it either.
Too
I
much,
don't.
too much.
She looks like a giant cheese grater. Like, look at those.
Okay.
No, listen, I love cheese.
Yeah.
Cheddar, mozzarella, feta, give it to me.
We got
But
it,
I
we
don't want to
got
be
it.
reminded of that on the red carpet. That's
All
like
right.
my thing.
And too much going on. The necklace and the shoes
know.
and the
I feel like it's bubble wrap. I just want to like go.
Yeah,
it's too physical.
How about actress, singer, and former Glee-er Leah Michelle? Is it Leah Michelle? I like it. It's so cute. No, Kelly, why?
Ooh, I don't know. She doesn't.
It's just not
doesn't
doing it
excite
for
me.
you.
No.
The feather, the like rhinestones, embellishment. She's got great legs.
She definitely does. Okay, well, I liked it. Let's look at singer Amanda Shires and Kelly Bueno. No bueno. This is horrible.
No.
What are they thinking?
Are those stockings or what?
I don't know where they're going. They're off
my
to a
goodness.
hoedown.
Wow, okay.
Not the sexy kind.
Oh, what?
You've never been to a hoedown. I love a hoedown.
Thank you so much to our Fab and Fail team. There you have it. You can officially start your weekend knowing that you've got the latest and greatest in fashion news. Thank you to our fabulous panel for their style know-how. It's Fashion Fix on Expresso. We'll do it again next time, same place, same time. We love them.
Hey, what do they say about haters, eh? Haters gonna hate. But listen, there ain't no way that you can hate on this man, one of our favorite artists to always have on our Feel Good Breakfast show, Jimmy Nevis, singer-songwriter. Catch him performing live at Grand West on the 25th of November. And he's gonna be actually performing one of the songs that comes off his brand new album, his latest album called Quarter Life Crisis. I understand this is an exclusive here for us.
Yeah.
It's called Sleeping Around. Let's go.
I don't like sleeping around. I don't like driving in town. I'd rather stay at home with my phone, TV on, all night getting down. And I guess that it's easy, and to rather be touchy-feely. But I'm not that type, on all night, drink to the side. I'm gonna find your feelings tonight. Hey. And tell me what to do. Tell me what to do with you. Tell me what to do. I'm just so lost in this life that I need. I should be flexing, I should be sexing, but I'm chilling myself. If I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna lie down with you. You're the only one that I want. No lie, no lie, no lie, no lie. Hey. I told you my phone was dead, so I just left you unread. So here's the sitch, you kind of a shit. I'm just a dude who's not in the mood to be playing with you. Hey. You like chilling in my house, yeah, on my leather couch. Like feeling like a star, feeling so lit, feeling like a ooh, I'm feeling like a baby without you. Tell me what to do with you. Tell me what to tell me what to do. I'm just so lost in this life that I need. I should be flexing, flexing, I should be sexing, but I'm chilling myself. If I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna lie with you. You're the only one that I want. No lie. Hey.
Oh, man. Jimmy Nevis on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Exclusive to us here right there. That was Sleeping Around. Man, listen, there's something about that song that just made me, you know, and I just... you know, it's like, crazy.
It's such a chill vibe. Like, I jammed to it in the studio from the day that we made it.
Wow.
And it's such an honest track. I mean, I don't like sleeping around.
Yeah,
I don't like driving in town. I hate driving in town. So, yeah, you know, I'm really excited.
What about this new sound? For me, at least, as somebody who loves your music, there's a distinct difference in the sound that you've got right now. Tell me about that.
You know, it's weird because there's a difference, I think, in maturity, but like in terms of certain elements like groove, it's still got that soul.
Yeah.
And it's still got that like minimalistic vibe. You know, I've been doing that since day one, so it just feels like I've been building on that, and I've learned so much this past year, like in terms of content for this new album that's coming in December. There's just so many amazing things that I've been able to put in the album. Yeah. And I've been sneaking songs in. This is why I've also pushed my album date back, because there's just so much. And I've been like, you know, we need to add this song, we need to do this. But yeah, it's been such a great journey.
And then quickly, lastly, what can people expect from your show on the 25th of November at Grand West? Go get your tickets, 25 to 4, 25 to life.
The whole purpose of this show is, you know, growing up, I have always wanted to be a touring artist. Yeah. I've always wanted to do my own production, have a big show. This is like my Beyonce moment, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, it was like, I'm not going to wait around for anyone to give me that. I mean, we have so many great leaders in music like Casper and them who are doing such amazing stuff. And so this is my go. This is my moment, and I've put all my money into this show, and it's going to be awesome.
Good luck to you, sir. Get your tickets 25th of November. It's called 25 to Life, right? There it is. In the meantime, link up with us on Facebook. Let us know what you thought about that performance from Jimmy Nevis.
Yeah.
In die nasionale nuus, Suid-Afrikaanse munisipaliteite skuld 43 biljoen rand. Tesourieamptenare het parlementslede gister meegedeel dat die voortbestaan van sakeondernemings wat dienste aan hulle lewer hierdeur bedreig word. Aanstaande skuld vir krag is 16 biljoen rand, vir water is dit 6.8 biljoen rand en skuld ten opsigte van die handelskrediteure staan op 11.9 biljoen rand. Ondertussen is ekonome dit eens dat die onverwagse besoek aan die land deur Moody's graderingsagentskap daarop dui dat die land nog eens tot rommelstatus afgegradeer kan word. President Jacob Zuma sê hy sal binnekort 'n aankondiging doen oor die bevindinge van die kommissie van ondersoek na die koste van tersiêre onderwys. Die Heier-kommissie is aangestel na die Fees Must Fall protesaksie om die moontlikheid van gratis hoër onderwys te ondersoek. Zuma het 'n jaarlikse toespraak in die Nasionale Raad van Provinsies in die parlement gelewer. Hy sê hy is bewus van die angstigheid oor die toekomstige befondsing van hoër onderwys. Op die internasionale front, Saudi-Arabië het sy burgers in Libanon aangesê om die land te verlaat. Spanning tussen die twee lande loop hoog nadat Libanon se Saudi-gesteunde eerste minister Saad Hariri Saterdag uit die vrees vir sy lewe bedank het. Saudi-Arabië het ook die Iranees-gesteunde Libanese militante groep Hezbollah daarvan beskuldig dat hy kort daarna 'n missiel uit Jemen op Riyadh, hoofstad van Saudi-Arabië, se internasionale lughawe afgevuur het. Saudi-magte het die missiel egter onderskep en vernietig voordat dit sy teiken kon bereik. En dan ten slotte, Zimbabwe se voormalige visiepresident Emmerson Mnangagwa het maandag die trekpas gegee is, het te midde van doodsdreigemente landuit gevlug. Die 93-jarige president Robert Mugabe beskuldig sy voormalige adjunkt daarvan dat hy saamgesweer het om hom uit die saal te lig. Die verwagting is nou dat Grace Mugabe, die president se vrou, wat Mnangagwa reeds lank al uit die pad wou hê, aanstaande maand op 'n spesiale kongres van die regerende ZANU-PF-party tot visiepresident verkies sal word. Well, that was your 8 o'clock news update. Here's a final look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
And now Graham is cat. Thank you very much, Leanne. Now Bafana tackle Senegal tonight in a must-win match should they hope to reach the 2008 World Cup in Russia. Bafana currently find themselves bottom of Group D with only 1 win in 4 games. But victory from their final 2 matches against Senegal will see them go through to next year's showpiece. Tonight's game kicks off at 7 p.m. in Polokwane, while in other African qualifiers this weekend, Zambia welcome Cameroon, while Tunisia face Libya. The Springboks' year-end European tour kicks off tomorrow evening as they face Ireland at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin. Now, the last time the two teams met, the Boks pulled off a 1913 win in Port Elizabeth last year to seal a comeback 2-1 Test Series win. In other international rugby matches up this weekend, England host Argentina, Wales face off against Australia, while France are up against New Zealand. In cricketing news, local cricket teams return to T20 action today as the new T20 Challenge season gets underway. Last year's beaten finalists, the Warriors, open the new campaign tonight with a clash against the Knights in PE. The Warriors lost to the Titans in last year's final, while the Knights finished the tournament in last place. In other fixtures this weekend, the Dolphins battle the Cobras, while the Lions take on the Titans in the Gauteng Derby. And finally, Australian golfer Bernd Wiesberger ended day one of the Ned Bank Golf Challenge in the lead at the Gary Player Golf Country Club in Sun City yesterday. Wiesberger birdied the last hole to finish the day on 5 under 67, one stroke clear of the chasing pack. Brendan Grace finished day one as one of the highest placed South Africans, and he also currently sits tied in second with 3 other golfers. And that's a roundup of what you can expect coming up over the weekend. Enjoy the sporting weekend.
Well, let's take one final look at your traffic and weather, starting off with traffic in Gauteng and Parktown. On the M1 northbound, there are heavy delays between Armanda and the Jan Smuts Avenue exit, and that's via the Crown interchange. And in the Western Cape and Lansdowne, traffic is slow moving on the M5 northbound between Racecourse Road and the N2 highway. Let's take a final look at those temperatures. Warm temperatures expected along the northeastern parts of the country, while the east coast is experiencing cooler temperatures between Richards Bay and George. Polokwane starting off on 16 with a high of 28. Mbombela 17, 26. Pretoria 15 with a high of 28. Johannesburg 13 reaching a high of 26. Sunny conditions for Mahikeng 14 with a high of 33. Klerksdorp 12, 29. Kimberley 13, 29. Bloemfontein 10 with a high of 28. Richards Bay 18 with a high of 24. Pietermaritzburg 14 reaching a high of 22. Showers expected today in Durban, a low of 19, a high of 23. Mthatha 14 with a maximum 20. East London 16, 18. Cradock 9 with a high of 23. Port Elizabeth starting off on 16, reaching a high of 20. Sunny conditions in George today, a low of 15, reaching of 21 as a maximum. Sutherland 7 with a high of 25. Cape Town 14 reaching a high of 24. Worcester 12 with a maximum of 29. Springbok 11, 28. And in Uppington expect sunny conditions with a low of 16, reaching a high of 33 degrees Celsius. Well, that's where we leave your weather on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Spend 400 Rand or more at BP. Swipe your Avios card and you could win big. Make your dream holiday a reality with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
We are heading to social media because we need to find out the answer to our rewind game. If you will remember this week, a video that went viral, Joshua Rubin is teaching Caroline to do what? Let's see what you had to say. Gartler Flair got it right, saying to drive. Alicia as well, Anusha. So everybody knew the right answer. He was teaching her how to drive. But I really like this one by Rizal January, who says, to drive. My boyfriend did the same with me a few weeks ago, and I was just as scared. Lol, brave women do brave things, Caroline. So thank you so much for playing along. We'll do our rewind game every Friday on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
So I'm already suffering from separation anxiety because we've got to give this Wrangler Rubicon away this morning to one very, very lucky BF Goodrich customer. Oh, I know our final entrants are really nervous. So we're going to take a very quick break before we do that and have a little bit of fun. We're going to continue to get to know our winner home design duos. I would imagine are feeling quite nervous as well. Then once Brian Bicky, we're going to whip up some boerewors stuffed peppers. Sounds amazing. We'll see you now.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now today at 4 p.m. we've got exciting times. It's the live grand finale of Winner Home on Afternoon Express, and we are getting to know the design duos as well as picking up a great load of design tips. Now this season's only male-female duo met through design circles and refer to their relationship as strangers united by design. This morning we're joined by the one and only Lesego Masekele and Mpompaga, aka Mpo Designer, collectively known as Team Visi.
Welcome,
So
Team Visi.
How are you?
Thank you so much. Nice
What an intro.
Great intro. You know what I loved about your partnership was the two of you were the only one from the get-go had a fictional client that you designed for. Where did that idea come from and the concrete jungle theme you had running through your designs?
Well, we are a young couple that we wanted to basically encompass all of that, what we see in the world, and we decided to choose someone we saw ourselves in, and we wanted to create that in the house, basically pull that through the house.
Okay, so the house is complete. Do you think that your client is going to be happy and satisfied with what you've done?
Definitely, definitely. Well, honestly speaking, it's a very comfortable space to live in, and I think with the concrete jungle theme that we did, we managed to improve quite a lot from different spaces and stuff. Yeah.
Very cool.
Now, it took a while for you guys to win your first challenge with the bedroom challenge you guys won. I think that was the 4th challenge to be won. How did you guys motivate each other off camera to, you know, not lose focus and to stay positive?
We're like, people are watching us. Even if we're not winning, somebody out there is looking at us like we have to do it, and we have to do it right. So that's what pulled us through even when we were not winning.
I think it took time for the judges to understand our theme, which was concrete jungle. Yeah. Like they started to see each and every part of of the leaves coming into each and every space and the theme. So it took them a while to say, okay.
To see your vision.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, let's talk about your mentor for a moment, Deputy Editor of Visi Magazine, Anna-Marie Mainkies. What was some of the things that you learned from her and also through this journey that you've been a part of?
Well, I definitely think that we learned a lot about styling and how to capture what you want to by using small and big elements, and how it definitely translates into photographs and pictures, because I think that's what sells the house the most, because no one's been in the house except for us, and the viewers get to see it only on pictures, so we want them to see it in its best light.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Well, I need to ask the two of you, you know, what's your vision going forward? I mean, the grand finale is this evening. Should you win, what do you think you're going to do?
Well, the aim is to grow the company so it becomes bigger and better, and we can be active in the economy. So obviously, we saw the 90 rules book. It was here. I think we have to just buy one.
Yeah, because we've decided to carry on and start a company together for interior design. Yeah.
I love how the show has just kind of created relationships that are going to last beyond the platform of the show. So well done, guys. I can't wait to see the grand finale, and we certainly are holding thumbs for you.
Thank you so much.
Exciting times. Now, you've been tuning in to Expresso over the past 3 weeks, and you will have seen us celebrating the triumphs and successes of all the people championing the Woolworths Starts With Challenge. Now, the staff behind the scenes of Expresso have also been taking part, and as the challenge wraps up today, they share how they are going to continue making those small, everyday changes to finish with their healthier, better selves.
The team behind Expresso are committed individuals who work almost around the clock to bring you 210 minutes of live TV every weekday. The schedules are hectic, but the Expresso family makes an effort to live well.
I start really early in the mornings. I get to work at about just after 5 a.m. and pretty much leave after 6 p.m. So it's a long day, and a balanced lifestyle is really important.
I'm a health-conscious individual, so I just love the feeling I get from exercising and from eating healthy as well.
As our job is quite demanding, it is hard to find time to take time off for yourself. I do like to try and keep as healthy and fit as possible.
Sharing this belief in a holistic wellness journey, the production staff embarked on Woolworths #StartsWithChallenge, with workout sessions at the office as a way for the team to be healthier together.
Cordova has teamed up with Woolworths and their Start With Challenge, and have decided to introduce some fitness every day for their staff. And the end goal really for this is we were made to move. Our health and our well-being is our own, and they are investing in their staff to just really get fit, be active, and it's all about wellness and it's a way of life. These sessions have been structured in a way where we cater for everybody. Whether you are a fitness freak or not, it really doesn't matter. We are doing low impact, high impact, stretching, breathing, a little bit of yoga, Pilates, high intensity, just really bringing everything together in one to offer a great fun session. At work, you don't even need to pack a gym bag. We've had two different types of sessions that we've done. We've done no sweat sessions and sweat sessions, because obviously in the middle of the day we don't have showers for everybody and we don't have the time to go and do a hectic workout, redo hair, makeup. So we've done sessions which really we bring in a lot of breathing, stretching, yoga and Pilates, where we don't need to sweat. You can go back to work, you're revitalized, energized, and you're ready to kickstart the day as though you've just woken up.
There were some dynamic exercises. Got to work a lot of the muscles over the body. It was nice, it was great. I loved it, I enjoyed the session.
Well, it felt a lot longer than 45 minutes, I can say, especially when we were doing the planking. But it was awesome to work out with our, with colleagues. It was all really awesome, lots of fun.
My journey to holistic well-being just starts with getting active, just start moving, just go to the gym, start walking, and then jogging, and then running. Step by step, one by one, it's just about getting started.
I'm just starting with realizing how much more you can do and how much more your body is able to do if you push yourself. And I'm ready to start with pushing myself even more.
It's definitely something I'd really like to continue. It's something I think is really important for everyone to do, and just kind of take a break from your desk and start getting active.
There's no doubt the Expresso team is hitting this challenge as hard as they hit their work, so that they too can be fit, healthy and feel good every day.
Oh, we are so proud of our Expresso and Cordova family for taking their health and bodies into their own hands. It all starts with you. And in this moment, as the Woolworths hashtag starts with challenge wraps up, we urge everyone out there to continue making those small everyday changes. And let's see what some of you have rounded your, how you've rounded off your challenges. So Chantal Terblanche, she shares a picture of this gorgeous looking meal, saying that she has been trying to avoid red meat throughout the 7-week challenge, but she just had to treat herself towards the end, and she paired it with an aniseed, onion puree, corn and a tomato and onion salad. While as fitness girl Tracy Lee Lusty commented, a little red meat here and there is good for the soul. Keep it up, Chantal, and thank you so much for sharing that with us. And then Mimi Thurgood shared some of humor by posting a quote that says, "I need to hire someone who will follow me around and just knock all the unhealthy food out of my hand." Now that is definitely a different kind of personal trainer, Mimi, and you know what, it may be difficult to focus on staying on track by yourself, but luckily there is a whole community of people dedicated to making those small changes, but permanent ones in the long run. Now, it may almost be over, but you can still join the movement to get useful hints and tips from fellow peers and continue your journey to a holistic well-being. Now, simply go onto Facebook and search Woolworths Starts With Challenge. You click join, and we've made it all that more easier for you to do so. You can also SMS the keyword starts with to the number 33728 to get the event link sent straight to your phone. Now, each SMS will cost you R1.50. No free SMSs apply.
All right, it's a Friday, and you know what it means. It's Vry time. I would be hoping to have my partner in crime, Zola, here, but she's hiding in the shade there. What were you doing back there?
The sun is really hot, so I was
really
just
hot out here.
protecting my skin.
That's good,
that's
good. You know, it's not supposed to crack, but that's okay. Listen, the weekend is upon us, and of course, if you're looking to entertain friends and family, this might just be the ideal recipe for you.
Yes, it is.
What are we doing?
We're making boerewors stuffed peppers for the braai, because the weather is lovely, so you should all be braaiing this weekend. And this is something you can serve as a starter.
So perhaps you're about to change the nation's perspective on boerewors. You know what's going on Twitter right now with boerewors, right?
What? No.
Yo!
What?
Oh, yeah. I'll show you on the side.
Okay.
Anyway, let's get to the recipe.
So this is half a boerewors, half a coil of boerewors. Just take it out of the casing, okay? If you don't have boerewors, you should if you're braaiing. You can just use regular mince. You could use, you know, beef mince or chicken mince or lamb mince.
Is that just flavored?
This is already flavored, exactly. It's got the coriander and all the spices in it, so you don't have to add any extra seasonings.
Good.
But we are going to add a few more flavorings to that, okay? So that's the boerewors. Then to that, why don't you mix for me?
I shall mix for you, yes.
A grated courgette. This is actually a really great way to get your kids to eat veggies.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so mix that in there.
Have you in any way drained the liquid out of it?
No, just grate them.
Okay, just grate them.
Just grate them on, you know, the rough side of the grater. This is some fruit chutney, because, you know, I love a bit of boerewors and chutney. If you don't want to use chutney, you could use some sweet chili sauce as well.
It's smelling
amazing. A bit of coriander just to, you know, pump up that coriander flavor that's already in the boerewors.
That's beautiful.
And then a little bit of feta cheese.
I want to eat it just like this. You can't, though. You can't.
You could actually make this into skewers, you know, like koftas, and put them on the braai as well. You could make this into a burger, boerewors burger. Why not?
Could you go like carpaccio style and have it just like this?
I mean,
I don't know.
I wouldn't encourage that.
Yes.
I wouldn't.
But if your palate was that adventurous,
exactly.
Rather don't. It's just me who would do something crazy like that.
Yeah, it is.
So I'm really
just a little bit of salt, because you know the boerewors is already seasoned.
Yes.
Otherwise it's fine. Then I like to use red or yellow peppers. I don't like to use green peppers for something like this, because they're actually an unripe pepper and they don't taste very sweet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so then you're going to stuff and I'll hold.
Alrighty. So we're going to go full on it, eh?
Yeah.
Just
so
get
pile it up
there.
really high, because if you're going to make a stuffed pepper, you want to make sure that it's stuffed, right?
Okay. Then that's about good, I think.
That looks very good. Okay, so then these go on the braai, just like that.
So now this is the problem that I would have, right? The problem I'd have is that peppers are very soft vegetables.
Yes.
So they cook very quickly.
They do.
This is meat that we have inside the pepper that would take a lot longer to cook. So how do you make sure that it's cooked?
Okay, so how do you eat? I like to eat my boerewors just as it's cooked. So I like a bit of pinkness in my boerewors.
So do I, yes.
So it doesn't take that long to cook. I mean, think about it. Mince doesn't take that long to cook because it's not a solid piece of meat.
Yes.
And for this, you cover this with a lid.
Okay.
Or foil, or tint it with some foil if your braai doesn't have a lid. And it'll all cook in exactly the same time. The peppers will soften really nicely. The meat will cook. And it'll still be really juicy and delicious. Oh, and just before you cover it, just
Should we do one more?
One more. Why
there
not?
you go.
Why not? You got a lot of crew to feed, hey? Okay. Then just drizzle it with a bit of olive oil.
Oh, now the flames start coming through.
Listen, we're smoke grilling. It's part of the plan.
Okay.
And pop a lid on there. Leave it to cook. It'll take about 20 to 25 minutes. Then serve it with a bit of garlic bread. The perfect starter or the perfect accompaniment to the rest of your braai.
Absolutely. Zola has just saved the name of boerewors all across the country. SMS the keyword braai to 33728 and we'll send you a link to the recipe as well as an ingredients list for you to make your own pepper stuffed or boerewors stuffed peppers. So listen, hashtag Skolbad.
Oh, I saw it.
A quick break on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. When we get back, we're going to make grilled plums with yogurt. And of course, I think a lot of people are excited to see who's going to win this giant beast.
Yes.
Giving away a car after the break.
Absolutely amazing stuff. Can't wait. And we're also showing you your picnic summer guide. And if you want to get out and about, then you need to stay tuned for that. So much more to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll be right back after the break.
What's your dream holiday? The call of the wild at a game lodge or living it up among the bright lights of a big city? Well, make that dream holiday a reality with hashtag BP Fuel My Festive. And you can win one of 21 dream holidays every week from 2 October until 15 December. All you have to do is visit a BP fuel station, spend 400 Rand or more and swipe your Avios card. You can get your Avios card for free at BP and swipe to enter the greatest festive competition. Hashtag BP Fuel My Festive.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. You know what time it is. We've got our entertainment reporter and founder of YouTube channel The A1 in studio with us today to give us the lowdown on all things Pan-African entertainment. Moyeen, how are you, darling?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm very, very well. You are popping, looking amazing today.
I mean, Expresso is like, you know, you need to come out and show out. So
you know, you need to do your thing. All right, let's talk about videos that everyone is talking about. What is the very first one? The wedding.
Yeah, the wedding party.
The wedding party too.
All right. So the very first movie, The Wedding Party, came out, and it kind of took over. People loved it so much, not only in Africa but outside Africa as well. It was on Netflix. It was an African movie that just did so well. I mean, it made a ton of money. So much so that they've decided to come back for Number two. And the storyline's pretty interesting. It's about a guy who mistakenly proposes to his girlfriend, and then he needs to decide if he's actually going to go through with it or not. He's Nigerian and she's from the UK, and he's trying to decide how this is all going to work. And the trailer seems so funny. Like, yeah, he just picked up a ring.
Like, just
everyone's like, yay! And so everyone, his family's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one to see.
It looks like it's a cool movie. I don't mind. I don't mind. Okay, Tiwa Savage, what's news going on there?
Now Tiwa Savage has her new album out. It's called Sugar Cane, and on it is a song called Malo, which she does featuring Wizkid. Now this song, Coldplay's lead singer Chris Martin actually loves the song. He's kind of put his, you know, verification sticker on it, and it's been doing so well that it got to 1 million views in 4 days.
Are you kidding?
1 million views in 4 days. I mean, you got two powerhouses. You got Tiwa Savage, you got Wizkid. So I mean, it's a formula that has to work. So
it's a saucy music video, though. You need to watch it late at night. Don't let the kids watch this music video. And then finally, Big Shaq. What's happening there?
All right, this is the song that has taken the world by storm. It's called Man Heart. So the guy's originally from Ghana. I don't know if a lot of people know that, but he's originally from Ghana, and he's actually a comedian. He's not a rapper. He's not a musician. He's a comedian, and he just did this song, and it just blew up. So it's absolutely amazing, and it's so much fun to see. She listened to the words. It's so funny.
Very, very cool. Well, thank you so much, Moyeen, for bringing us the lowdown on the videos that everyone is talking about. And of course, if you're going to be flying very soon, I won't say with which airline carrier, you'll be able to see the A1, but also go and check them out on YouTube at youtube.com/the A1 TV, or even just follow them on social media at the A1 TV, and you get to see all of Moyeen all the time.
Clover fruits of the forest, creamy and fruity, made with love by Clover.
Made with love by Clover.
Listen, those Boerewors stuffed peppers we made earlier on are something amazing. It's just beautiful. Zola, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So then, after you've done that for your friends, they love you, obviously. Now you want to make them love you even more. So how about making them some dessert? What are we doing for that?
Absolutely. We're doing some bride plums because they have just come into season. So it's time to get the dessert on the bride.
Excellent. Okay, so what are we doing with
another very simple recipe to make. And you know what? These bride recipes are really simple because you can have your friends around you. I often find that the person who's responsible for braaiing is often left alone.
Yeah, and they're not part of the social interaction.
Do you know, it's not
They miss all the jokes. All they hear is ha ha ha, and then like...
And they're like, oh, and then they're watching the chops. No. Gather your friends around, and this is so quick that you can do it all together and then go off and eat together.
Excellent.
Okay, so this is what you do. You got some maple syrup, or you could use golden syrup, or you could use honey. It's up to you. And then a bit of orange juice, just juice of half an orange. Okay. Mix those two together. Cut your plums in half and pop the pip out. If they're ripe enough, and then just brush it over like this. Okay. If they're ripe enough, the pip will sort of pop out really easily. If not, leave it in and then just pop it out after it cooks.
When it's softened.
Because they'll soften. Okay.
Why
so just
the orange juice? Is that for a different flavor profile?
For a bit of citrus note, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, just to add a bit of interest. You could just do it with water, but you know that's boring.
Apple juice, maybe if you liked.
Apple juice, if you're brandying it up on the bride.
Oh, if you want to get down like that,
great as well. Yeah,
all
right. It's up to you. So just pop these cut side down first.
Look at that.
Onto the bride, just like such.
Who ever thought braaiing fruit? I mean...
I'm just going to brush the top as well. And it only takes a few minutes. And the riper your plums, the shorter obviously it's going to take.
Okay.
Then, because, you know, the juicy plums, you want something crunchy, made some praline, or praline, whichever you want to call it. So basically it's just some sugar and some orange juice, melt it together, bring it to the boil, let it simmer, and then just chop it up.
And then you get some nuts in there.
And you get some, oh, of course, yes, nuts. Nuts in there. You can also...
Otherwise, you end up with...
Otherwise, it's just
like
a caramel.
Sweet, yeah, exactly.
It's just a caramel,
sweet
absolutely.
orange-flavoured caramel.
You could also use a few seeds if you wanted. You could actually skip the step altogether and just crumble up some biscuits if you wanted. And then that's good, okay? So let's
Oh, you missed one. What's going on? Oh, there it goes. Hi, bye.
Okay.
Just kidding.
And these don't take very long. Like I said, if your plums are ripe,
very ripe,
then it'll be much quicker. So you can see the
They're quite tricky to handle on the braai. So you got to get your tongue skills
They're
right.
slippery little ones. Slippery. Okay, so then once they're grilled to your satisfaction, you can grill them for a little longer and they get a bit softer. And like I said, the grill marks will be a little bit more pronounced. Okay, so I think serve 2 or 3, depending on how greedy your friends are. And then grab a bit of yogurt. So your favorite yogurt flavor. We're using Fruits of the Forest today.
Oh, lovely.
And then just on
Look
top,
at you.
yeah, warm pears, cold yogurt, and
you-
then a bit of crunchy crunch. Look at that.
Oh, yes. Could you go with a bit of
dessert.
classic custard if you like, because I like my fruit with custard.
Listen, you could even go with whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
Ice cream, custard, yogurt, do you?
Get in there. SMS
There
fruit
you go.
to 33728. And we've sorted you out for the braai this weekend. You've got your boerewors stuffed peppers that we made, and now with these lovely plums that we've just made for you. So you can SMS fruit to 33728. Feast your eyes on that sweet something. All right, you can make more of those.
I will.
Clover Fruits of the Forest. Creamy and fruity. Made with love by Clover.
Made with love by Clover.
Well, I think it's safe to say that summer is here. The days are getting longer, lazier, warmer. So we thought we would bring you the great gourmet picnic guide with Clover's Fruits of the Forest, where you must take the friends, take the family, take your picnic blanket, and we'll share some of our top 3 spots in SA for you to claim in your city.
Guys, this has made me all nostalgic. I used to go to Emmarentia all the time. Obviously, we know Emmarentia Dam, but I think few people, well, not enough people, have discovered the incredible botanical gardens surrounding it. So you've got these beautiful wide open spaces. Yes, ideal for a picnic, but you've also got the botanical gardens, Rose Garden. I learned to canoe there. There are cycling paths, running tracks, an ideal place to go out, get active, or just unwind and chill. Make sure you get your vitamin-packed Fruits of the Forest Clover with you there to recharge after you have, I would suggest, exercise in the morning, then have a picnic and spend the entire day there. Also very dog-friendly as well.
Oh, wow.
It's such a beautiful spot.
I've got another one for you here in Cape Town. How about the Kirstenbosch National Botanical Garden? Now, this one is actually known as the most beautiful garden in Africa. Now, very few gardens can actually match it when it comes to magnificence. It's absolutely stupendous. And you can also take the Boomslang tree canopy walkway with views of the slopes of Table Mountain right there as well. It's absolutely incredible. Taking the sights, the smells, the fauna, the flora rather. It's really, really beautiful.
Well, there's another magnificent one in Durban, the Durban Botanical Gardens. I mean, it is the oldest botanical garden in Africa. So absolutely incredible. Lots of shady spots, very green and lush. And I mean, I think you also have a lot of privacy. And it's one of those gardens that never really gets crowded. So it's a great place to spend the day with your friends and family and just have the most amazing picnic.
Oh, I love the fact that we are spoiled for choice here in South Africa. Despite being so close to these bustling cities, you can find a beautiful open expanse. Go and pack your Clover Fruits of the Forest picnic basket as full as you can. Go out and savor one of these incredible spots. They are really right on our doorstep.
Who doesn't love a picnic? But unpacking your basket and realizing you forgot an essential, not so much. Use this checklist to make sure you've got it all with Clover Fruits of the Forest. Made with love by Clover.
Well, it's a beautiful day in the Mother City. We're taking a quick break on Expresso, and as you can see, Team Habitat from Winner Home, they are in studio. We're going to catch up with the design duo after the break. Don't go anywhere.
And then we have been so excited all morning. We've been talking about it all day long. Why? Because after the break, Expresso is giving away a brand new Jeep, everybody. Can't wait to share all the excitement.
Get a taste of the smooth life and win when you buy Tropica. Follow the entry details on your Tropica bottle and stand a chance to win daily airtime prizes, weekly giveaways of Fujifilm Instax cameras, Daniel Klein His and Hers watches or travel vouchers. You could also win the grand prize of a trip for two to the Maldives and stay at the luxurious Adoran Resorts. Visit tropica.co.za for info and T's and C's.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's a Friday morning. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now, the live grand finale of Winner Home on Afternoon Express will be broadcast at 4 p.m. today, so don't miss out. There's going to be lots and lots of razzle-dazzle. Now, one team which is known for their more is more style interior design. All right, next to us right now, please welcome Brad Muttet and Abia Superstar Mahlase, the duo better known as Team Habitat. They're in the house. Good to have you guys here.
Fabulous.
What? How long did it take you to get dressed this morning?
Sure, we only had 30 minutes because your whole time is so early. So it was like, oh my Lord, put it on, put it on.
Okay, so listen, like you guys started off as fashion designers, or rather in the fashion industry. I think we can see this, all right?
Yes.
Why did you decide to go into interior design?
I think being in the creative space, you know, you just want to play in different fields, and fashion has so much to offer, you know, in terms of color, texture.
And store space. Like when you have a store, you literally decorate that store so you can sell that merchandise. So now it was literally trying to sell a home instead of fashion attire.
Yeah. And then speaking about store space, you certainly went about using all the space that you could in installing a chandelier in every single one of the rooms you worked on. Tell me about the decision to do that. Why?
I think there's 22 chandeliers.
All I can say is lighting is very important. Lighting is everything. So for us, we didn't hold back with the chandelier. We started with lighting once we did paint color, and it was...
It's like, as long as the room is lit, it's fine. Sleep on the mattress.
Well, budget was a big thing for you guys throughout. I mean, you're definitely on the more extravagant side. What were some of the biggest things that you kind of felt, the biggest challenges, if you will, that you found you overcame in the show?
I think because our ideas are so big.
Yeah.
And then you've got a budget to work with. And you've got to get creative around that to still have your big vision.
Yes.
Yes. It definitely was that, like editing, in terms of we wanted to do even more chandeliers. Like, but it was like when the budget runs out, we would DIY, and then sometimes the time would just say it's time, it's enough, you're done, maybe edit now and pull some things out, you know. So we learned a lot of editing and just kind of like time management, I'd say.
Yes, definitely.
What advice would you have for South Africans that really wanted to have opulence and extravagance in their home if they're decorating, but without kind of blowing the budget? What's your advice to them?
On my side, I'd say don't be afraid to try things yourself. Like, don't be afraid to go get that Plascon paint and literally go and slap it on the wall. Because if it doesn't work, you can really repaint it, which we did to one of the rooms.
Don't be afraid of upcycling. Playing with, you know, second-hand stuff, reupholstering. It's much cheaper, cost-effective, and you can still get that same expensive look.
I mean, Zoe has got thousands of videos online on YouTube where she's done great.
I really love her work.
Exactly.
Now we just took it to the next level.
So tell us about what is ahead for Brad and Avia in the future. Are you going to be going more into the interior design, staying in fashion? What's going to be happening in your world?
Sure. Well, now it's aim in fashion, so we're hoping to have aim in interior. You know, and hopefully after this afternoon we'll know if we should go that way or if we should just stick to the fashion side.
Well, that's what it's all about. It's all going down at 4 p.m. this afternoon for the grand finale of Winner Home. We're certainly holding our thumbs for all of our design duos. Absolutely amazing. Plus, one lucky viewer gets to walk away with a brand new R3 million home at the magnificent Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate. So it's going to be amazing.
Good luck, Team Habitat.
Thank you.
All right.
You guys are fabulous.
Well, good luck to everyone, and make sure you set your alarms, reminders, you put a note on the fridge, you cancel that coffee date, because today is the grand finale of Winner Home on Afternoon Express. The thrilling finale will be broadcast live at 4 p.m. here on SABC3, and you can expect big smiles, big emotions, and very big prizes. The winning design duo will walk away with 100,000 rand, and one lucky viewer will win a brand new home worth 3 million rand. So make sure you don't miss out. Tune in at 4 p.m. and see all the action for yourself in the finale of Winner Home on Afternoon Express, proudly brought to you by Pride Property.
If you've been following the Winner Home series on Afternoon Express, then you'll know that the houses are complete and the entries are closed. All that's left now is for the judges to give their final verdict on which duo gets crowned the season's best designers. Plus, one lucky viewer will win their choice of one of the 3 completed homes, each valued at over 3 million rand. Catch our live grand finale at 4 p.m. this Friday, the 10th of November on SABC3. The stage is yours.
Now, of course, everyone would love to be the owner of a brand new Jeep, and today one happy BF Goodrich customer will be doing exactly that. And after all the entries to win a Jeep, the competition, it has come down to today, where one lucky winner will be driving away in a 2017 Jeep Rubicon. Now, here to tell us more about this competition and this incredible prize is Frank Sire, Marketing Director of the Michelin Tire Company, South Africa. Frank, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, you must be very excited. Look, I mean, we have been gushing over this car all morning long. So tell me about the Win a Jeep competition and how it all came about.
Well, it's quite simple. We are all working at BF Goodrich every day for our customers, thinking about them, thinking about their needs, their requirements, how they use their cars, what they like, what they enjoy. So, and we share the same passion. So we were telling to ourselves, let's offer them, one guy, to greet and thank them, a car that ourselves we would like to get. So this is how it came. Globally, everything that we do at BF Goodrich is to get closer to our clients.
Yes.
This is why we have taken some initiatives all along the last years to get closer to them through the Facebook page, where we share amazing experience, amazing videos, tips, information. Also, we give training to our dealers so that they can give the best tips to the end users, to our customers. And also, we are there for them after they have experienced the tire to listen to them, have exchange with them. And so it is all about that.
And what better way to get closer to them than by giving them the actual experience. Tell me about what it is that sets BF Goodrich apart as an all-terrain tire brand.
Well, I would say globally the experience. Okay. We think we are not just a normal tire dealer. We want to give them a full experience, which starts with before buying the tire, when they experience their car, during the purchase, the pre-purchase, looking for information. So, and the assets we have to give that best experience is to rely on our legacy. You know, we have been making tires for more than 1 century now. We also have been very much engaged in racing. We won the Indianapolis in the early 20th century. Yeah. We are still engaged in the Barra race, which is more off-road like. Wow. We won several times the WRC, several times also the Dakar. So we are very much engaged in racing, and from that we take some experience that for the benefits of the South African end user.
Absolutely. So you know that you're getting the best in quality there. So looking at this beautiful specimen of this 2017 Jeep Rubicon, and as Graham was saying earlier on, it's not just any 2017 Jeep Rubicon, it's a limited edition. Tell us about what you've included in this package to make this prize extra special.
So many things, so I won't tell them all.
We don't have enough time.
So many things, and I will have some trouble to tell all of this. The first thing is we changed the tire. We put the very last tire we introduced into the country, which is a 37-inch, a big tire, a very aggressive tire.
Look at it.
Where you can go everywhere in mines, on the tougher roads in the country. So with this, you feel safe. You won't get stuck, for sure. Then we had to increase the lift because of the size of the tire. So we put some suspension, 4.5 inches lift, suspension lift to have the car higher. We have to put a Procal, which is software which calculates the diff lock automatically to the change of the size of the tires. Then we put some leather mats, leather seats, a snorkel, navigation, Bluetooth, tent to go off-road. You are ready to go off-road and have the best experience. And this is what we aim at giving to our customer.
Wow. So the challenge basically to you is, where can you not go with the car? Because you can basically go anywhere.
Yeah, you have to park it in the right place.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Frank, and thank you for making the prize available to our viewers and to your customers as well. And good luck to the person who's going to be walking away with that. So make sure that you stay tuned to see which lucky BF Goodrich customer drives away in this incredible Jeep.
Yes, indeed. I'm still contemplating chaining myself to it, so I can't let it go this morning. This incredible machine is going to one very lucky BF Goodrich customer. We're going to do the giveaway after the break. Don't move a muscle.
Clover Classic Custard and Clover Crush are hashtag way better together. Stand a chance of winning daily cash and airtime prizes or the grand prize of a Toyota RAV4 when you buy a 1 kilogram classic custard and a 1 litre crush together. To enter the competition, dial *120 *5676 hash and follow the prompts. You'll need the barcodes from both products and can enter as many times as you like. For the full competition, T's and C's, visit clover.co.za. feel-good breakfast show, Expresso loves to wake up the nation with inspiration, meaningful conversation, and a lot of fun. We're also proud that this entertainment and interaction goes beyond TV, and we connect with the Expresso family on social media. So we're proud to announce that Expresso has been named by Africa Brand Index as the #1 TV show on social media in Africa. Expresso has top TV shows across the continent for communicating with our audience on social media. And this achievement is thanks to having the most awesome fans on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
We would like to say thank you so much to our online Expresso family for helping us become the #1 TV show on social media. Oh, it means so much to us to be able to interact with you, and we thank you for being on this journey with us every single day.
Expresso is known for its feel-good stories, and what I love about social media is seeing the response to these incredible stories. It's really heartwarming to see people sharing their own experiences or relay how the story has inspired them. It inspires us to keep finding and sharing these feel-good moments.
I love when the viewers laugh with us, when something funny happens during the show. We speak to the camera and we have a laugh in studio, but it's great that the conversation really becomes a two-way thing when we get to read the viewers' response and they are laughing along with us.
You too can be a part of the #1 TV show's social media family on the continent, where you can take a peek behind the scenes and let us know how you feel about topics and stories on the show.
So if you're not part of our social media community yet, what are you waiting for? Please come and join the Expresso family. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter, and we would love to have your voice join our daily conversations.
Don't miss Expresso weekday mornings 6:30 to 9 a.m. on SABC3. The stage is yours.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're back with your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Time for us to connect with social media one more time. And there's a hashtag that's still trending, Feather Awards 2017. Now, everyone's talking about the best dressed, but a lot of people are talking about the worst dressed, or should we say the worst dressed. Right now, there is this going around on social media, a dress made up of boerewors. I'm going to go into this picture a bit more. And yes, Skolapat right now is trending because she decided to wear a dress made completely of boerewors. I don't know how her partner feels right here. He doesn't look like he's a happy chappy, but let's see what other people had to say here. This person says, why does this chap look like he was forced to make this outfit? Also, someone saying here, Queen Skolapat came to the Feather Awards dressed in boerewors, and the braai memes are simply flame grilled. I love that. If we go down further, everyone feels like they had something to say. They're also saying that this is the pose of the year. We can now move on to 2018. So go and check it out. So many hilarious memes going on. Someone also said, I wonder if she ate her dress when she got home that night, because it's going to be a tasty one. So go and check out hashtag Feather Awards 2017.
All right, so the moment has finally arrived. We've got our finalists here ready to reveal who is going to be walking away, or driving away, should I say, across any terrain they choose. In the beast behind me, it's a Wrangler Rubicon Jeep, one of the coolest cars I have ever seen in my life, and fully kitted out. Frank joins us again from BF Goodrich, who I think is going to struggle as much as me to give this baby away today. Absolutely beautiful. So Frank, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to put our finalists out of their misery, and please remove the blindfold from the one who is going to be winning this unbelievable car today. In 3, 2, 1, go for it. Oh, Elijah, buddy. Take that microphone, my friend. I'm so sorry. I'm a dog, dude. We've been tricking you. We've kept you in the dark, obviously, literally. This is one of the most amazing prizes ever. This is your brand new baby, my friend. How are you feeling, dude?
I don't know what to say.
Do you know why you won at the end of that? Please use that microphone. Is because you're the only entrant we could find big enough to drive the car, dude. We had to find someone who was tall enough. Congratulations, my man.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Frank, BF Goodrich. I don't know what to say. I'm choked up.
And understandably, so I'm choked up because we're having to give this car away this morning. It is probably going to be the envy of not just every 4x4 enthusiast, but every single person on the road. Where will you take it, dude? Are you a 4x4 enthusiast? Is this the start of a new journey for you?
I have a friend that's a 4x4 enthusiast, and there's a vilify that we do in Burgersfort. So definitely next year I will be entering. Definitely. So now Sprates from Bombela, we'll be driving around with this machine. I don't know.
So, my friend, I'm going to take that from you. Give that to Frank. Frank, is there anything you'd like to say to Elijah?
No, I just want to say congrats. I hope you will have great fun with that car. I think it's a very nice present. All of us would have liked to have that one as well. So congratulations again. Also want to thank IQ Riverside for having the winner being there, because we sold the tire for us. And that's fine. Congratulations and have a good ride.
My brother, get in your brand new car. It's a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon that has probably the coolest off-road kit ever seen. Make sure it's a neutral before you start it, because this thing will probably knock every wall down in this place. To BF Goodrich, thank you for running probably the most awesome competition we've ever had on this show. Listen to that baby purr. Rabbit, buddy, rabbit. Elijah, we are so proud and happy. Congratulations, my friends. Oh, and there you have it, one of the coolest competitions, as I said to Frank, that we have ever had on the show. And I think, looking at his reaction, one of the most deserving winners. You guys, you better come back with another one next year, man. And maybe you want to give us one to just test drive a little bit so we can endorse it personally.
We'll try this.
But congratulations to you and your team on an incredible, incredible campaign. Elijah, you can sleep in it if you want. Dude, it's yours. You can bond with it as much as you want. Grab that microphone there. What did you just ask me?
Can I walk around? Can I walk around, please?
Buddy, you can hug it, you can polish it, you can sleep on it, you can sleep in it. It is all yours. Enjoy the rest of what I think promises to be the most incredible 4x4 journey. It's yours, baby. It's yours.
Thank you, guys.
Did you see how teary-eyed he was?
I think he still is. He still cannot believe it. But I mean, what a way to start a Friday, hey?
Yeah. What a way to end the year.
You probably came here in Uber, and now you're driving in.
I'm gonna say, can I have a lift home, please? I've never been in one of those before. It looks amazing.
That's a beast of a car.
I think I'm gonna race him down Main Road.
In what?
In my Jeep.
Well, now, okay, Jeep City up in here. Listen to you. Congratulations. That is absolutely amazing.
That is awesome. What's everyone getting up to on the weekend?
What are we getting up to? I'm just going to chill. I'm going to go to my mommy's house, and I'm just going to do as little as possible to get by.
You're not cooking?
She's probably going to cook. She loves to cook for me.
Leanne, she's been cooking all week. How about you just treat her on one day and cook?
Sure. I don't live there. She hasn't cooked for me. But let's talk about what's happening.
No, I want to find out what Zoe's doing on the weekend.
Well, listen, if you're going to be around in Cape Town, in one city, the Sevens rugby team, they're doing a signing session, so we'll be there hanging out with them in the morning between 12 and 2.
Very cool.
Yeah,
and you?
Say hello.
I feel like you want us to ask you.
No, actually not. Let's talk about what's happening on Monday.
Oh, don't you want to tell us?
Don't you worry, I'll be getting up to everything good.
In your Jeep.
Please do. Well, listen, I'll tell you what's happening on Monday. We'll make up, well, not make up, we'll be creating some coconut muesli macaroons. Nice. That's a recipe I will wait for. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, Loki Rothman will be performing, and we're taking a look at how KFC is nourishing our future generations. We'll see you on Monday. Bye. Congratulations.
Expresso Morning Show, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.